Hello. Sorry, my camera takes a while to actually come back on. So, hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Carl Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave, and we are back with another episode of our Saints and Sinners Descent into Avernus campaign with the amazing Syrinscape as the background audio. We'll skim that up now so you can start hearing that again. Where the controller turned it off. So the audio back again. So amazing Syrinscape. Check it out. They're not a sponsor of the channel, but we do have that shout out every single time we use it because we think that's so good. It sets the mood of your campaign, sets the mood of your scenes, and it really, really pushes the depth and the immersion of a game. So let's move on to our cast members and let's go say hello to them all. So, hi everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
So we're missing a player.
Fine.
And we've got a bunny rabbit instead.
Does she need a little drum?
Drum.
And just a bunny.
Do you need some Easter eggs? They're hard to find at the moment.
Look, I started Animal Crossing in the middle of that Easter egg event, and I just needed the materials to start my village, but I just kept getting eggs. And I was so angry.
That sounds fun. Sounds like a challenge mode.
But basically it was like, I'm going to chop down this tree because I need like a bunch of wood to start the museum. And I just kept eggs. I don't need these. I need wood.
Did you get all the Easter stuff though?
No, I didn't get a single item. I think they look horrible.
Okay.
Actually,
still not getting the music come through.
No, I stopped it because we're talking now.
Okay. I usually have it in the background. Anyway, you're doing the control. That's all cool. How's everyone going? In our, again, week in isolation.
It's
good.
Getting less isolated.
Yay!
Fed up of isolation.
I think I'm starting to reach the point where I'm like getting stir crazy.
Well, considering what you're wearing right now, so yeah, it makes sense.
I know my state has just done a tourism ad to try to get tourists to come into the state. When all the borders are locked around it, and all the other states are going, no, we're not sending people.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Australia at the moment starting to bring up restrictions.
Yeah. Australia's actually pretty good. I'll point that out. Australia's really, really good with everything, but it's not the time. It really isn't. And we've had the bushfires and we've had things like that. It's just...
So we've had fire. Have we had flood yet?
We had floods, came straight up to the fire. So no, first we had drought. In Sydney, we were on drought. We were on the highest level of water restrictions we could get. Then we had the fire. And then we had a flood, which filled up our dam in one weekend. We came off water restrictions for one weekend.
Done on 4 this month, this year, and it's only May.
And then we've had the plague. So yeah.
There's been pretty bad in Kenya as well. There was flooding, then there was a locust.
They had the locust, yeah.
And now this. Yeah, it's rough out there, man.
It's
rough everywhere. Yay! Let's distract ourselves from life.
It's not been so bad for me because I've been able to distract myself with like ongoing musical projects. So, which I've sent it off to be mastered, and I'm gonna have to start thinking about marketing now, which is something I've never done before. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Well, hit me up if you want stuff done. You know where I am.
Again, I feel bad just like not paying you.
You pay me.
Shall I put the intro movie on again and like hide?
Oh no, you mistake. My point is I can't afford anything right now.
Yeah.
I just dropped I've spent a lot of money on the mixing, the mastering. I can't afford like jack right now.
Yeah. I
I'm just thinking
understand
the
that.
whole I am Tom Nook of video and graphic design. You can pay me when you can.
Yeah, I understand
that.
that.
We're crossing reference for the day.
And I'm looking at doing another show on the channel, so like, okay, money again. Let's like get some things together and let's try to get everything started again. And it's fun.
Fun.
So, hi, my name is Carl Goblin. I'm going to play Warwick, the essentially broken soldier. If he looks fed up with the world, that's because he is, and now he's in hell. So this is about normal, really, about his normal mindset.
So is it better than Baldur's Gate?
I see. I'm not allowed to say that, but it really is. Well, I thought Baldur's Gate was the worst place that he'd end up with. But no, it's not. He'd be able to move on and progress to hell. Well, he's moved to Elturel, which thankfully is worse than Baldur's Gate because he didn't like Elturel when he was first there. We don't have Chase the Great today, but Will.
She's not feeling very well, unfortunately.
Hi. Hey everybody, I'm Will. I play Ash the Fire Genasi Artificer. I had to think for some reason. I don't know why. I play Ash the Fire Genasi Artificer, and yeah, she is feisty and does not like to be told what to do, but she's being told what to do. So what can we do? But yeah, we're in hell, and I'm happy. And wait, no wait, we're in hell. I'm not happy. We're supposed to be not happy there. Anyways,
I'm looking.
At least you're not near water. Oh wait.
But I thought you would be happy hearing your voice at the end of the last session.
Oh no, I'm not happy about that at all.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I was wondering what I was gonna do. And then in other cases, yeah, that's it. Pass. I passed the baton.
Del.
Hi guys, I'm Del. I'm playing Reservoir, your water genasi sorcerer. You know, would be glad if they weren't in a place that was on fire. Just met someone that was on fire. Overall, it's being a little rough here. But
you need a swimming pool.
Making our way through. She would love a swimming pool now.
Of lava.
No.
Hey, there's always the river Styx.
Yeah.
Beautiful
You
this
know,
time of year.
Of
Paul
lava.
and Achilles go for a bath.
Great.
She'll pass.
It's just
Alright,
below.
It'll be an unforgettable experience.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Just make sure you bring the
We'll
coins
hold
of
on.
Ferryman.
We'll hold on to your heel. It'll be fine.
I am Mr. Lab Producer. I play Burlock Ungart, your dwarven barbarian of Raginess. And yeah, he's having fun. Ish. He was Swallock last episode, which was very fun. And pass to Emmy, who's had the most. The big drum show dropped last week.
Oh,
Tired.
didn't end up being as much as I thought it would, but it was still like I cried on camera, so it's always fun. But hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, and you guys can call me Emmy. I play Ava, the human monk. And yeah, last week I cried on camera. It's cool. Go watch the VOD. That was fun.
I didn't clip it deliberately, but if you tell me, I can go back and clip it.
You can clip it. I
And
don't
highlight
care.
it and
Acting.
Acting.
It's almost like I was raised an actor.
oh.
You lie.
And only an actor would say crying on camera is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It was
Or
great.
masochist.
It was great.
Why not both?
I don't get to be that in character very often, and I love it. I live for those moments.
Oh yeah.
See, Warwick is my character. Warwick is me. I am that disillusioned with life.
Is that really what it
It's
is?
so easy.
How much do you drink?
Not as much as I should. Not as much as I
That's
should.
insane.
But I will point out, I was having a mental breakdown when we were creating Warwick. So, hey, it works for me.
Oof.
I'm not hiding
this
that.
is the campaign for mental breakdowns.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
known
Tends
as
to happen
Australia.
We should call this group the Oof Troop.
No, don't get the noise.
No, I so want to do merch
No,
for that
it's
now.
the oof troop. I'm
It's the
writing
oof
it
troop.
down.
Let's get this trademark down. Let's go in, copyright. let's
Yeah,
go.
when you write it, that's what makes it official.
Exactly.
I
Email it to our
Welcome to Saints and Sinners, Baldur's Gate Descended to Avernus with the Oof Troop.
Don't get the
Serious. Oof troop. Oh, come on. Oh,
You
what
gotta
have we-
have comic relief somewhere.
That's what the dwarf's for.
Only when you throw him.
That's fair. Oh yeah.
Don't.
But wouldn't throwing the goblin be easier?
Mort wouldn't allow that.
She has a
honestly.
spear she can stab into the ground when she lands.
Sorry, I've got
It's a shovel.
Yes, D&D is good therapy. Yeah. I think we're
It is.
on to our last person. Sky in the darkness.
Ah, yes, hello. I'm SkyBlueShinx, otherwise known as Marco, and I will be your GM extraordinaire for today's game. And if we're all ready, willing, and present, shall we dive in?
Not ready,
Alright.
but let's do it again.
We're all ready. Everyone goes,
I guess.
It's more willing. Are we
Yeah,
willingly going into? Well, you all did.
Yeah.
I was
"Please,
reluctantly.
that would help.
He was all reluctant, and then we
I'm
just
chirpy.
we all just ended up here for some reason. No one could say no for some reason. That was the biggest thing. Just
Syrinscape is taking its sweet time. I think my internet connection is getting a bit...
it's okay. Syrinscape is stalling. It's fine.
Yeah.
Will, you're stalling because of the voices that you heard last week.
not
It's almost as if we
stalling,
finish on
Uh,
something like that every week.
It's just biding
Okay.
time. It's okay. It's fine.
There we go.
When last we left our heroes, Ash the Genasi Artificer, Ava the Human Monk, Burlock the Dwarf Barbarian, Mort the Goblin Cleric, Reservoir the Genasi Sorcerer, and Warwick the Human Paladin. The party fought through the ruined city of Elturel to help the refugees find shelter from the falling fire and chaos of the Blood War below. They arrived at the High Hall, an enormous temple to Torm, god of justice, only to find it besieged by infernal forces. They fought through regardless, battling cultists, brigands, and terrifying devils alike, including a draconic-esque fiend that put Ava on edge in particular. Finally, fighting their way through the crypt, an army of crabs and a wily and prickly fiend who kept them at arm's length for a while and really pushed them to their limits. They broke through and they found the hiding place for the Elturel refugees. Amongst whom was a face from a past long forgotten. So, as we begin... Oops, wrong one. There we go. As we begin, the quiet of the crypt sinks in, and echoing out, you hear a voice cry out, "Eladia?" A name you recognize, Ash, and you turn around and see there before you, standing and rising from amongst the crowds of huddling and cowering people, dressed in acolyte's robes, your mother, Luvia. Her eyes, the rest of you see this woman, just a regular human-looking woman, stand up, kind of dark brownish hair, now tied up in behind her head in kind of like a top knot, old and bags under her eyes, looking weary, and she kind of like stands up and kind of blinks as if what she sees defies her any possible belief. She kind of starts to push her way through the crowds. By the gods, Elania, is that really you? She rushes in, and to your surprise, she hugs you. And she starts to, like, and she kind of, what What are you doing here? I'm so sorry. I wanted to find you, but what are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I don't know. Just hand, just rigid hand going to her cheekbone, her the scar. Just, I'm sorry. I don't know you. I'm sorry, and I am going to leave.
Honey.
I'm sorry. And I.
She turns around. She sort of grabs your wrist. I am so sorry for everything. I came here looking for answers. I was ignorant and stupid, and I am so sorry. I would have tried to find you, but to stay here I had to swear an oath, and I couldn't leave. She at this point she lets your wrist go, and kind of just.
Just grab my wrist and just look back at her and say, there's no point to being sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about.
That's not true.
There's nothing to forgive, is what I'm saying.
That's not true, Ileana. I treated you horribly, and I thought I could find a cure.
You thought what? What did you think? What did you think?
I don't know. I thought it was a curse or something. I was sick. You
don't know? You don't know. How can you apologize for something you don't know about? How can you apologize? How can you say sorry for that thing? If you don't know why you're apologizing, what you're apologizing for. You know that father is gone. Gone.
No.
Gone.
What happened? At this point, she kind of. I couldn't leave. I wanted to find you. I came here. I was searching for answers, and I found them. And I found out there's nothing wrong with you. And I hated myself in the process of finding that out. And I'm so sorry. And I thought that I must be here as a punishment now. But why are you here? You can't be here. It's too. Why are you here?
There is everything wrong with me. So, that's not entirely true. Well, you're stuck here. Well, it's some good that Elturel did, I guess. But I'm here. Not for you. Not for anyone else, but for somebody. For something that I have to do here. And you being here changes nothing of that. Father is dead. He drowned. Alone. With me. Well, not alone, with me. But he drowned. He's gone.
I'm so sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. There's nothing to be sorry for. I admit my own way. I did my best to do my own things. Live my life. I'm here now, which is maybe not the best outcome, but still, I'm here. I'm doing well for myself, and for you look like... Well, to be frank, you look like shit. You're stuck in hell. You're here with all these other people that don't matter, and good. You belong here. You belong in a place like this. Because you let Father down. You let everyone else down. You let me down. So, I'm sorry. I have to go. I'm sorry. This place truly is hell. I have to go. I'm sorry. I look over to everyone else, and I just kind of look back at her. I have to go. And
She turns away, and just as you turn your back and walk away, she just kind of collapses into the crowd and starts to sob.
yeah, I will find a room adjacent. And I will also collapse, and I will begin to sweat from my eyes. So, that's it.
I'm gonna follow Ash. Yeah, I'll follow Ash.
I'm gonna stay out of this.
Warwick reluctantly goes and consoles the old lady.
Inspiration, Ash.
Which one do we want to RP first?
Guys, up to you two. Whatever you want to do.
You spoke first, so you go first.
I was muted, but okay. I was muted on stream when I said it first, but
Oh wait.
yeah, I unmuted. That's why I said it twice. Are you okay? Well, you're not
talking
okay.
to
But the old lady.
who Ash was talking to.
Ash was talking. Yes.
She kind of just looks up and just turns away from you, and she's not saying anything at the moment.
Mother like daughter. Get away from me, Warwick.
Well, if she doesn't say anything, I'll still be there for her if she needs to.
She kind of like slinks away to a corner somewhere, and once again blends in with the rest of the refugees here.
Okay then.
And you kind of, unless you follow her specifically, you keep your eye out, and then even then the distant sobs just joins a chorus of sad and dejected people.
Oh well, can only do what I can do. If I only had fireball. Sorry, bad. Emmy?
So I follow Ash out around. Ash? You out here?
What do you want, Chirpy? What do you want? What do you need? Did you something for me?
Just checking you're okay.
Oh, I'm perfect. I'm perfectly fine. You know, it's not like the past comes to haunt you or anything. I'm fine. It's all good.
It seems like one of those days, huh? Yeah.
It is one of those days. Perfectly, definitely, 100%. One of those days in hell. Is every day gonna be like this? Is this how it is in hell? Do they just find things from your past and just specifically try to find something wrong with you? Is It is what hell is. We should have never come here. Why did we even come here?
We're here to help people.
Well, that's not the reason why I came.
Well, I don't know. You're asking me, so I don't know why you came. So.
Ava, I'm sorry. Look, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right? It's not you. It's not everyone else. It's just that damn woman is here. And now I know what I need to do. Yeah. I had one reason, now I have two.
Okay.
It's fine.
Reasons are good.
Are you okay? Are you fine? I saw earlier you were on the stairs and I didn't have a chance to talk to you. Are you fine?
I'll be fine. Like, it's just memories.
Yeah.
Bad memories.
Oh, yes. I agree.
Yeah.
Life is made of bad memories for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a hell thing. They seem to just
It definitely is a hell thing.
Hmm.
And I will say, if Warwick says that Baldur's Gate is worse than this place, I'm going to sock him in the mouth. I will say this. If that drunken soldier says that again, I'm going to sock him in the mouth, alright? I will just say this, though. I will just say this. I won't sock him hard. I will just make sure he falls to the ground, alright? The only thing I want to ask, Ava, is if you will support this endeavor. I don't need you to help. I just need you not to, just to bring Burlock away, because you and him are friends, right? Just
Yeah.
bring him away, and if he says that one more time, I will sock Warwick in the mouth, and then you just look at it and just whistle, alright? I need to hit something, that face is very punchable.
I'll just look the other way.
Perfect.
Just look the other way. Yeah.
If
yeah.
Burlock says anything about it, just explain that it's just hell things, alright? Just explain that, alright?
It's just hell. Yeah.
It's just hell things. Alright, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I just need a little bit of levity after sometimes. I'm not really gonna suck my mouth. Yeah. I just need something to punch.
Punching's my whole thing, so
Exactly.
yeah.
I was gonna ask to critique my punching. If you're gonna look away, I just wanted you to critique it a little bit, just to know if I hit him hard enough.
Okay.
But if you don't want to look, it's fine. It's fine. But I won't punch him hard, just enough to where he just shuts his mouth.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
It's sometimes like you hit upwards, you can shut it for him. Like, yeah.
Yes, but I don't want him to bite his tongue. Well, no,
true.
actually, if he can't speak, that might be a good. You know. If you're giving me good ideas, actually.
Hmm.
Sorry. I get up, and from like behind the corridor, it's like, all right, I'm better now. Thank you.
Better?
Yeah, I'm better now. That really lifted my spirits just slightly. Is she still out there?
She's drifted into the crowd, I think.
Good.
So.
Well, we should get going. Also, I do have a question for you. Do you have? I see that you use your fists a lot, but do you use any kind of weapon at all?
I have trained with, and I pull out my short sword, but let's just say it doesn't feel right.
Right. Well, I was looking to help our parties survive better, but if you don't use any weapons, I was thinking I can give you something that will help you be better at hiding, if possible.
At hiding?
Yes.
It's interesting.
Well, you do go ahead of us a lot, and I want you to survive. I tried to send the elephant after you, and it just didn't work that one time. So maybe this
Yeah.
time it will be better? I'm not quite sure. If you like
Yeah.
that, I can.
I prefer if Lulu didn't get in the front lines.
Oh yes, the elephant is definitely not combat ready, but I can help that.
No, not at all. No.
But
But yeah, if you want to make some stuff, that'd be cool.
it'll take some time, but I can definitely help. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Do you need some more time, or do you want to come in?
No,
or-
I'm good. I'm good to go now. I just
You good
hope
to
he
go?
says something. I just hope he says something. I just hope he does. If he says something, just very quickly, just a small smirk is enough. Just say something. In any case, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ava. I do appreciate it. But
It's no problem.
yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yeah. You are chirpy for a reason, right?
Yeah. Let's head back in.
Head back in.
Burlock's his head rocking back and forth, going, doo, 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 hammer on the ground. Going, looks up at Reservoir going, so, why are you here in hell and places?
I swore myself to Elturel a few years ago. Kind of, well, didn't show up like you all did. I was pulled down with the city.
Well, I hope you had a good reason to swear to the city.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
No, sorry. Hope you had a good reason to swear to the city.
I did.
Do you want to help these people?
I've been doing my best and will continue to do so.
Well, as long as you do good for people, you'll do good for me. Holds out his hand and says,
My dad's trying to be embarrassing, don't.
holds out his hand to Reservoir. I'm Burlock on guard. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Reservoir will shake his hand. It's good to meet you, Burlock on guard. Reservoir, and it's quite a relief to have other fighters in our midst.
I'm glad. Well, if you need me, you know where I am. Usually in
Grateful to
front
have you.
of trying to tell Ava not to rush into danger, but that's Ava for you. I've known her for ages.
I did notice that.
Well, she's got some issues, problems, deep-seated
Haven't
resentment.
we all?
Well, yes. Some more traumatic than others, but we're here for good reason. And you know, you've got a friend in me. And walks off and tries to find a corner to go to sleep.
The rest of you, exhausted from a day's fighting, find amongst this place rough bits of tattered mattress and hay and other such things which has been collected to find yourself to bed down. Ash, make a charisma saving throw.
I mean, please, no.
You struggle to sleep at the best of times, but this night is one where you toss and turn and you just cannot get a wink of rest. You gain the benefits of a short rest, but not a long one. Secondly, gotta have everyone except Burlock remove their headsets and mute their mics.
Dang it.
Oh man.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'm Burlock.
You're Burlock, yes. I wish I was Burlock.
No, you don't.
Burlock,
Hmm?
you rest. Your talk of traumatic past still fresh in your mind. And as you rest, you dream. You're walking along a mountain's ridge, and you see your home up ahead. And you've had this dream in the past, and you know what to expect, and it still hurts you to see it, the mark upon your door in blood. Regardless, almost though in your subconscious you know what to expect, your dream state, you still walk forward and push through the door, and you look around, and you make your way through the entranceway through the door to your bedroom. But you see something which takes you by surprise. At first, you think it's your wife, but upon closer inspection, you see an effigy made up of thousands upon thousands of coins. Gold, silver, platinum, an image of your wife standing there. In your bedroom, a black blade plunged into her chest. What would you like to do?
This isn't right. Looks around, just checks, because it's an effigy of coin of my wife, Gloria. This isn't how it happened. Looks around, wanting to take the blade out, but doesn't want to touch the blade. Goes to the drawers, takes a piece of cloth out of the drawers, and gingerly pulls the sword out. Not directly touching the blade, but just pulling it out.
As you grab the sword, it's less of a sword and more of a dagger. And you pull it, it feels warm beneath the cloth. And as you pull it out, you see rivulets of red fire running up the blade. And as you pull it out, as soon as the last tip leaves, the coins scatter to the ground. And you look at the blade, and you look down and see where the coins have landed. A base of copper and gold, and in silver on top, a grinning skull surrounded by droplets of blood. And your dream ends. Right. Everyone back.
I want to know what happened.
I heard from my headset. I'm like, I wonder when that happened.
And this is why we don't have closed captions for the show. I'm sorry, but I was working on it. But that would be very much spoilers.
It was pink fluffy unicorns dancing in rainbows.
What else would it be?
You all wake after varying degrees of restfulness in your sleep, and to find that same dark chamber. The sounds of rumbling, distant booms and crashes still echoing through the ground and dirt, occasionally a shake enough to send scatterings of dust and other debris falling from the ceiling. You hear the gentle running of water from the fountains in the center of this place, and the quiet whispers and shuffles of the many refugees taking shelter here. And you see the old woman who greeted you upon entrance to this place, Farah Jinx, walk up to Mort and kind of just, Mort, and then you see them start to talk in fevered whispers. she speaks, and there's kind of a worried look upon Mort's face, and then it just turns to anger, and she goes up to you, Reservoir, and says, "Right, do you remember that bastard? That bastard Gideon Lightward? Well, apparently he's so the guy Raven God, whatever the guy's name was, who we fought that bone devil with. Apparently he went to the graveyard to stop the undead, and he hasn't come back. And I've got a score to settle, and I think we also have a man to save. So I don't know about you, but I'm fixing to set out, put things right, as is my duty as a tender of the graves. Stop these fucking bastards."
You're not going out there alone, Mort.
I mean, I was kind of hoping you'd say that, but at the same time, I don't want to drag you out where it's dangerous. Only if you're entirely sure.
Just as soon as I can fill up our water reserves and...
Fair enough. Is there any of that shit they call rations lying about? I'm fucking starving. You know, gradually as you kind of rise yourselves, some of the acolytes, people who seem to have taken charge, they start handing out bits of dried meat and bread, and they go along with pouches, just sort of pouches of water, sort of letting people drink sips at a time, rationing out what little they have.
However
And
much I can refill, I have create and destroy water as a once per day, being a water
And with that, it is, they've almost come to rely on you somewhat with that ability, and it is very helpful because being water created so immediate and so fresh, it retains a bit of purity, and it doesn't stagnate like the water that has been stored here before and the food that stores here before, because there's so little time between creation and distribution. It doesn't have that horrible taste of pollution and taint that all nourishment from seems to come with this plane.
Just a little
yeah,
extra for an enemy to swim in.
Yeah.
Create a little puddle with shape water.
Yeah. You go around and you help distribute the water and the rations. You all get some food. It's revolting. Even the stuff you brought with you, it's tasteless and dry and ashy in your mouth. But it'll have to do. And more approaches the rest of you four. Well, Reservoir and I, we're going off on another mission. What are your plans?
Well, stay here, rest some more, sleep until noon. Seems good to me.
Also, didn't we learn about the whole Raven Guard thing last session?
You did. But
weren't we going to help with that?
What
are you
was
offering to? Because I was about to say, you're fighting a damn sight better than a lot of these fucks over here. So I would. I mean, once again, as long as you're entirely aware of the risks, I would appreciate your help.
Well, Raven Guard's kind of one of people who are missing from Baldur's Gate, so...
He did say he was from Baldur's Gate. Back when I met him. Oh, God, it must have been, 2 weeks ago? Before this whole shit happened.
But only just.
Literally, it was the same hour that everything went down.
If we're going to the graveyard or the cemetery, we may be able to get some more supplies for the for these non-combatants. See if we can train them up to defend themselves.
Guess you go grave robbing, soldier.
No. We're not robbing graves. We're putting things right.
But
Is
you
there
need
like a
supplies
town?
to defend
What
themselves.
she means is everything good has already been taken.
Pretty
Oh.
much. And there was a priest there who I worked under, name of Gideon Lightward. Bastard turned before my very eyes into something evil, almost vampiric. Literally transformed as the city was dragged under. And he's the reason there's undead roaming the city. So, I think about time. Now we've got some stronger fighters. Set things right. And we can take care of that scourge. Might just be able to do a little bit to help the people here. One threat
So-
dealt with.
A vampire, you saying?
I think so. I mean, pointy teeth, long claws, red eyes. Seem like the pretty archetypal vampire to me.
But vampires aren't real.
What fucking universe are you living in?
Apparently hell. But
Yeah, I was gonna say we're in hell. Is it really
worst
that much of a
nightmares are
stretch
real.
for
This is-
vampires?
So
Sorry.
you're telling me just past mental torture, there's physical torture too.
Honey, we've been fucking living in this for 2 weeks. Yes, but, you know. Say get
Pick
used
your
to it,
poison,
but
it
you
can
never
get
do.
you out of uncomfortable conversations.
Oh, that is fair. That is fair. That is a certain kind of hell for some people. Well, Chirpy, it's up to you. Should we help them or not?
I mean, I was saying yeah. But why is it up to me?
Because the rest of us aren't really of the best mindset to help people.
excuse me?
Sorry, soldier. I meant some of us are actually smarter than other people. And I think that it may be something a bit, something that, you know, you calculate risk or not. Well, actually, that's not true. Just say yes, and then we'll go. That's fine. Chubby. Alright, that's fine. Seems good.
When did I become the decision maker? Yeah, we'll go.
Fucking fantastic. Right away then. And she picks up a shovel, slings it over her shoulder, and makes a beeline for the exit.
Burlock tends to follow, but very sluggishly. Can I actually take a point of exhaustion after that nightmare I had?
If you want to, absolutely.
As much as I don't want to, it matches what everything is.
All right.
So,
Okay, yeah. Disadvantage on ability checks.
I
okay.
didn't sleep either. Amazing. While we are walking though, I am gonna walk over towards Ava and it's like, here, I did my best throughout the night, and this is what I could come up with.
You made it last night?
I've been working on it for a while, ever since all of us were together, and everyone else has something, but I think this is probably more important for you, because you, specifically, are most prone to death. So here.
I haven't died and I take it.
Yeah. It is a cloak of elven kind.
Alright. Which requires attunement, but you have
Yeah.
advantage on stealth checks and people have disadvantage to perceive you.
Okay.
So it is like super stealthy mode.
I put the cloak on. I look
It's
epic.
pretty fetching. The rest of you make your way out through the crypts. You see, on occasion, a couple people motioning past, a couple more refugees kind of being led in from deeper within towards where the rest of everyone is congregating. You see a few people dragging in the carcasses of the giant crabs and start to butcher them for
Crab meat.
what meager rations they can. But the
They-
meat inside is grey and looks sickly.
I'm
But
gonna
they
ask
carve away regardless.
Morton Reza, do they actually eat the crabs? Is that actually a thing you do here?
You eat
Well-
what you can.
Fucking right, you can. It's either eat the crabs or fucking starve.
Is that I had another question as well. When we were walking here, you stopped a halfling from selling his soul for food and water. Is that a common thing that happens here too?
As far as I can tell, yeah. That's what those devil bastards want. They want souls. And they can either... And they try to get it more craftily than most.
I see.
People here are desperate, though. Sell their souls for much less than they would 3 weeks prior.
It seems the devils are desperate for souls as well. Just... Don't go making any deals.
Oh
Just
no, we
Don't.
won't.
Just... Very, very bad idea to do that.
No deals.
Give advice to heart. Perfect. I will not make any deals with devils like I was going to before, but now I won't. Perfect.
So you was going to before?
I'm sorry. I thought you were the master of sarcasm, but all right.
Okay.
At this point, Rhea kind of pops up and says, where are you heading off to?
Graveyard.
Danger, graveyard,
Right.
undeath.
We have a fighter to
I-
find.
Answers.
Right. I was hoping to go and perhaps help more refugees find their way here, but I was thinking I would give you that option. If you'd like my help, I can offer it, but
Oh, help us, please.
very well. She kind of turns to Pyrrha and says, I'll be going with this lot.
I mean, we have a lot of fighters. Maybe.
No. Go rescue people.
Are
I
you
don't want people.
Are you entirely sure?
No, we're not sure. Right? I think the graveyard is much more important. There's a vampire. What? I've read books. They do things.
Make
There's a lot of-
an Arcana check.
To know what they do.
Oh yeah, you know about vampires.
Things.
They do more than
They
things.
do things. We've been over that.
I'm trying to make a very quick persuade.
I was hoping that 3 would stay there, but it rolled over.
I look at like Maud and Reservoir. You guys know this group that goes out to find people more than we do.
Well,
Do they need Rhea?
there's no real group. It's just anyone who's a capable fighter. But, you know, if you can avoid it, don't fucking fight. So anyone who's also good at being subtle and going undetected.
Do they
Burlock
need
looks.
Rhea?
Burlock looks at Raina.
No, she's
Subtle.
terrible. at it. Subtle. She's one of the worst we've ever known. She'll be better served going with I mean, have you seen a vampire in person before? They are very, very killable. So I mean, isn't that your thing? Don't you like killing things? Isn't that what you want?
Unholy person.
I don't
Huh?
enjoy killing. I don't enjoy killing things, but if I do it to protect people, well, I hear you loud and clear. I'll come with you. I'll come with you.
Perfect.
And me too. Me too. And you hear and once again you see the little, almost this elephant Olifant is now hanging out with Rhea, kind of pokes up from behind her head and says, "I'll come too. I can protect you."
How are you feeling?
I'm kind of scared, but if we stick together, we can surmount any odds. I have to believe that.
Well, if you weren't scared, I'd be worried. It's a good place to be scared.
You can only be brave when you are scared.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
true.
it's not really
Mhm.
bravery, is it?
No, then it's just stupidity.
Stupidity is usually
Well.
what bravery is called.
Crazy how we all adapted to a talking elephant so quickly.
Well, we're brought here by a talking weasel.
Over many years of drinking, talking elephants are just one of the menagerie that you get to speak to when you're drinking.
Oh, is
Warwick,
this?
I think you should stop drinking.
Have you had a drink? It
Oh,
tastes
I
like
think so.
crap. It's vinegar. But if the fresh water, if you create fresh water and it tastes almost fresh when it's created, that would mean if you create fresh alcohol, it would have that little bit of freshness and taste right when it's created.
Yes, but don't
No,
you have to?
no such thing as
I
finally
hate-
aged alcohol in Avernus.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm not an alcohol genasi.
I didn't even know they existed, but at
With
least
the
you gave me that
power of
hint.
fire and water combined.
Well,
No, it doesn't.
Ash,
Supply the
Reservoir, two
hearts.
females, we can't damn. But if you get a still,
Wait,
maybe
you two are next to each other on the layout.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
get a still, maybe or something. I mean, it'd be cleaner.
So you'll sell your soul for some whiskey?
No,
Would it be fresh?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I will listen. I will.
Likely, the water I create is magical in some essence. Likely, over the time it would take to distill any spirits, it would go quite awry.
what if we
Yeah,
get
but you'd have to,
rotten?
like, let it sit for ages.
What if we get rotten oranges, or rotten fruit? Rotten fruit goes to alcoholic as it rots, so therefore you could actually get alcohol from that because everything rots here.
You're not going to find any good fruit.
Exactly,
Wow.
that's what I'm looking for.
Listen,
Just let him go. If it keeps
Have-
him focused on tasks,
Haven't you
just
ever
let him
seen
think or
drunk
drink.
pigs? Drunk pigs are hilarious. They eat the rotten fruit that falls off the trees, and they get drunk because the fruit is rotten, and because of the alcohol, the fermentation. It's hilarious to watch.
You are a drunk pig, so I mean, I guess you can. It's fine. In any case, let's where are we going, Mort? Sorry, can you lead us to where we're going?
Right, fucking graveyard.
Thank you, Mort. I appreciate it. Oh, Rhea, thank you also as well. I appreciate
And-
it too.
And afterwards,
There we
the orchard, if there is one.
no.
No.
Orchard already fell off into whatever the fuck lies below. Kind of happened with the city split in half.
Is there a
There's
ladder?
no fucking orchard. There never was an orchard.
Oh,
I'm fucking with you. All right,
I thought I had
day
a
15,
problem.
or is it 16? Reservoir. I think it's 16. Day 16. Here we fucking go. And with Mort leading the way, this ragtag party makes its way out of the temple and into the still burning streets, the ever burning streets of Elturel. Once again, the fire raging all around, sounds of the companion humming above, this kind of whirring sound from the black sphere in the sky, occasionally sending bolts of lightning arcing down. Occasionally distant off, but sometimes striking nearby buildings. You make your way through the streets of this wretched city. It is... I would like everyone to make a stealth check
Very
as
cool
you make
to
your
see
way
this.
through this place.
Hmm?
This will be a group stealth check.
Question.
Thank
With
you.
aspect of the beast wolf, does that... But I've got a point of exhaustion. Does that roll a standard roll?
Yeah, I will say, yeah, roll because of your wolf thing, but the exhaustion will cancel each other out, so it'll be a straight roll for you.
Okay.
Let us do it.
Sorry, I
Right.
accidentally had advantage on, so it should be the 3, unfortunately.
Okay, good job, Mort. And I need a.
Ready for my
pull
fail?
up the.
Not bad.
Oh my
Pull
god!
up the.
I didn't
I didn't
fail.
pull up the. I'm just gonna go over to a different map where the tokens actually are, so I can use instead of having to try and scroll through and find them. All right. When Roll20 will respond.
I'm just looking at the trees on the boulevard, like, were they fruit trees?
Probably not. Any fruit
Damn.
that was in them probably burned up.
So what kind of deals do devils give?
Water,
shopping?
food,
No, I'm just asking. what
some
my-
respite from the heat.
They
trying to-
probably deal in
Sunscreen.
anything you want.
Wondering.
Components.
Sorry. Component.
Go home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait,
No.
I'm just asking for reference. I need to know
Okay.
exactly
Rare did well.
going for what the going market is for souls right now. We could get some information about this, at least for later.
So we need to go to the soul trading market then.
No, it's not a trade. Was there a trading market? No, there's not.
Sure, you could sell your soul for that information, though I'd suggest against it.
Okay.
Could we like collect souls and just trade
Gotta
them
catch
for
them
No.
all,
money?
and then
I'll say, all right. So as a group, is what happens. You make your way down the streets, and Mort kind of leads you past down this long boulevard. You're kind of hiding in behind houses and trees. And as you're walking, you hear chattering in the distance, like and footsteps getting louder. Suddenly, you hear kind of you all hide in one of the buildings, just as you see a huge crowd, almost a horde of grey, pallid, gaunt-faced people, or at least you think they're people, walking past. And more quickly, she kind of like waves her hand and mutters a word. She says, "They're all fucking undead, all of them." And again,
Wait for them to pass.
as you wait, and as you do so, you kind of step back, and a bit of you step on like a bit of burnt wood, and it cracks beneath your feet. And Del, you kind of let out another cry. I've kind of put this character trait onto you with all the failed stealth checks. I don't think it fits.
Yeah, I guess I'm easily.
Startled.
I'll take it. I'll take it and
Yeah.
run with it. I will put it into my character sheet right now.
We're in the gym. Write your story, background, and personality.
That's okay.
I kind
Yes,
of just
and-
improvised that first time, and you see they kind of turn around, and you hear a couple whispers, and a smaller group breaks away from the main lot and starts heading towards you.
They're organized.
Everyone shut up.
Prepare for a fight, guys.
How do we fight these guys without warning the main group?
More? Can you turn them?
I can try. I kind of want to save it for if we fight something even worse.
I would prefer to save it till we fight something even worse.
Fair. Yes.
Get ready for a fight then.
They kind of slowly make their way over, and let me show you what you see as they kind of come towards you. Where's the handout?
I just want Burlock to say meow.
That was a
Here
good
we
game.
go. You see this coming
Ooh,
towards you. Oh no, that's the character sheet, not the.
Yeah.
I keep giving out character sheets and not the handout. Ignore that.
Yes,
Um,
totally ignoring it. We don't see a thing.
Name creatures and nope.
Read it all. Read it quickly.
What are they? What are they?
Oh, it's player handouts. There we go. Sorry, I'm kind of creature and monster. There we go. There we go.
This is
You
one
see-
handouts. You type in.
You see that.
Do the tags.
Grey, pallid-looking people of all different kinds of. You see what looks like elves. You see mainly elves and humans. A couple of dwarves as well. Start to make their way towards you, and they kind of start sniffing the air, and they kind of peek in to the door and go, and one of them sees you. Hello, and it lets out a screech, and the rest of them turn towards you. Let's have everyone roll initiative.
Run.
Can we have a map?
They talked.
That is Reservoir's reaction.
They're not just talking, but they're organized.
They can talk. That's bad.
But they can sing.
Can I have been as far away? Can I be as far away from the door as possible?
Okay, yeah. It is a cramped room that you hid in.
Oh.
Just go in further.
29.
So I mean, there's
Oh.
not a whole lot of space.
And that's not a critical.
Burlock, disadvantage on this because of your.
Yep, I was making sure. Thank you.
Meanwhile,
I hit disadvantage.
Gosh.
Oh, I'll roll it twice.
Oh, 19. Not even bad. Nice.
So I got a 7 for that one. If you can- I hit disadvantage, the initiative, and then didn't roll disadvantage, which
Because it doesn't click. It doesn't
Yeah,
work like that.
No, initiative is definitely different. You have to just roll it twice, unfortunately.
no, fair
Initiative
enough.
doesn't allow
So-
for disadvantage, just like death saves do.
Oh, it's skills checks. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
No. If you go to the cog-
advantage initiative is a skill check, so it's still.
Just
Yeah.
get me on the thing. My initial
LP?
one was.
If you go to the cog,
There
and
we
in the middle
go.
of attribute options, initiative style, and then just change that to disadvantage.
Okay. I've just manually changed it to 7, so
Natural 20 from Hort.
You go Mort.
Yeah,
Mark,
get
get
in
him.
there
She
and
is-
turn that on.
She is. You turn to more, and you see just fury and disgust like flare in her eyes at the sight of these undead. Finally, I forgot to get a token for Rhea. Let me
If
pull-
clerics had favored enemies.
I mean, yep.
Technically, yeah.
So many things against undead.
This is why when we did the level up, Ranger was an option. It was like, well, favorite enemy, but that doesn't really do much.
The Unearthed Arcana Ranger, much better for favorite enemy.
Oh yeah.
So I would allow that, but
Yeah.
it's too late now.
I
I
have
roll my
many
hit points
options.
at that point.
Okay, and let's finally roll for Rhea.
And
Alright. Sorry about the wait, but
it's okay. We got the music pumping. We got the
Big long
adrenaline.
Ava.
initiative list.
pardon?
Big long initiative list.
Yeah. Ava, first up to go. You're kind of all hiding cramped in this room, and you see one of the ghouls kind of leering through the door and grin. And you,
Oh, is
you are
that
out
what the-
there.
Hang on. Where's the door?
I mean, there is no, on this map, there is no door, but it's
I
just, yeah, you can get out there fairly enough.
Okay.
I'll
'Cause I
say,
just
I'll
wanna
say
st-
moving inside this room is difficult terrain, but you can move through it. So that'll take you 15 feet to get there.
That's interesting. Why does one of
Actually,
the girls have a red dot on
what
it?
if I go that way? Never
The
mind.
leader of the
So-
squad.
I'm gonna give him a good punch. I want to get him out of the way, so hopefully everyone else can get out. First attack.
14 will hit.
10 bludgeoning. And my strikes
That
do
will-
count as
miss.
magical for the
Yes.
sake of
The
What?
book and notes you copied from the library in Candlekeep, you've taken them to heart now, and you now know how to fuel ki into your fists, and you strike once, twice, and you feel this force of energy within you forcefully push out with each strike of your fists, and each blow deals more damage. It does deal more damage, but you feel it sink deeper into not just the physical form. And with a grin on your face, you realize you've mastered this technique. But then, almost in your sort of, as you're excited about this, you whiff the second punch.
Okay. I'll go for
The
a
duck's out of the
third
way.
then. Yeah.
26 will hit,
Kill
and
it.
that
It does.
it looks hurt. At this
Oh,
point,
dang it. I will
Mort.
move over this way.
Mort,
Awesome.
who is now on full, she is fully tanked out now.
Actually, no.
She will step
No, I'll
out.
stay there.
She will step out. No, what she'll do is she will. It's hard to maneuver. She'll cast Spiritual Weapon. So let me just pull up a Spiritual Weapon. There we go. And summon it right in the center of this group. And she will attack using it. Striking at the one you've been hitting, Ava. 16 will definitely hit. And with that, this ethereal shovel appears out of midair, raises up, and as you punch it and force it backwards, it's almost on its last breath, the shovel comes down and cracks its skull open. That's one taken care of.
Nice.
And for Mort's action, she's gonna head out, and she's gonna hold her action until one approaches, so she can swing at it. Next up, this one is going to kind of, almost in a shambling motion, its neck kind of goes, runs towards you, and takes a swipe at you, Ava, with its claws. Well, which is going to be a 14 to hit,
Miss.
which will miss. Clumsily and slowly, it rakes forward with a long, heavy swipe of its great claws, and you step back and dodge out the way. Ash, it's your turn.
I am going to try and get a clear shot if I can. Just kind of moving along. I don't think I can though. But that basically means I have to move out a little bit. So, one can move out here. 2.
I will say the door is here,
Okay.
so you would have to.
Okay, I can't move
Move.
out then. Alright.
You can move out, but it is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Does like that crumbling part of the house give anything
That's-
out?
That's the second floor, so
Oh, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. In that case, yeah, I can't get in a good position for something else. Anyways, then I will just do a ray. Shoot past. I assume either half cover or like pretty bad cover, for sure. I'm gonna shoot a ray of lightning at the one
Okay.
that's right directly in front. So like right here.
Maybe you should try and get further towards the front.
Um,
Maybe get a good line.
this maybe? It's very difficult.
No, because there's no door there.
Yeah.
you can
It
you
might-
you can stand there. You just can't. The door is
Yeah.
between Rhea and Ava.
Yeah,
Okay.
because then
I'm
it,
just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot a ray then. It's fine.
yeah,
The
Okay.
one that's directly in
'cause then
front.
it goes through the door.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Still,
Aiming,
let's do it.
waiting for a chance to strike. You shoot out, just shooting over Ava's shoulder, and strike this thing directly in the chest, and it
Yep.
sputters backwards.
Yeah, I think that's it for me then. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Seems good.
Okay. Warwick, it's your turn.
Is there any structuralness over on the top here that I can just burst through? Or a window I can jump through?
If you want to jump through a window, I will give you an athletics or acrobatics check as a bonus action. Just kind of like barge your way through the rotting and burning wood.
Yeah, I'm confident
I would
of
say
that.
it'd be athletics. Athletics to kind of barge your
10.
way through.
20, So I'm going to try to get to there.
All right.
Try, I
Are
say.
you going through the wall or trying to walk around?
Through the wall.
All right, make an athletics check. 27 will definitely do it. You
So
kind of walk up towards this fire. You see a bit where the wood is thin and burnt. Just grasp holding, you shoulder barge through the wall, sending splinters scattering and taking this one by surprise as you swing.
let's start the swing then. There we go, a little bit delay.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
A crit will definitely hit.
But will it kill?
It's looking very rough. but it's
Okay,
not
try
dead.
again. Same one. Of course, the one right next to me. Target.
That will do it, and with that, you strike it down, cleaving it once and twice, and it parts in the middle. And the smell is just appalling. You get this waft of like fetid pet, like grave dirt and rot emanating from these things, particularly when you open them up.
And because he's dead, now I get to do it again.
You use
To
your
the-
bonus. You use your bonus action
Use my bonus
to
action.
burst through the wall.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Then, I mean, technically it should have been an action, but I gave it to you as a
Yep.
bonus because it
No
was a
problem.
weak wall.
Yep.
Ray is going to squeeze her way past you, Ava, and swing at the one in front of her twice. With a natural 2, miss, and a 12, that will hit, or 12 plus. And she will deal a decent blow to it. And she strikes it down, but it's still standing. At this point, that one is dead. This one kind of steps forward, and you hear this kind of almost like it's trying to speak through torn and rotten vocal cords. We were given life by Gideon Lightwood. You blaspheme by unmaking his miracles. And he'll rush forward and swing at Rhea. And that'll miss with a 10. She raises her arm and blocks the incoming claw. And one of them will go for you, Warwick. With a 22 to hit. Which I believe will hit.
Yes, it does.
So you take 9 points of slashing damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
And con save is...
You're fine. You feel this rot, this venomous poison seep into the blood where the mark was made, and you feel it kind of tense your muscles up, but you shake it off. Reservoir, it's your turn.
All right. If I can just peek through a little bit here, and I will go and attempt to acid splash these two.
Okay. They're decently dexterous, surprisingly for undead. They move fairly fast. It's going to be a failure for one with a 6, and a natural 20 for the other. So the one fighting Rhea just gets absolutely splashed and burns up in the blast of your acid, but the other one steps out of the way before any of the liquid can splash against it.
All right, and I'll just go back to sort of not blocking the door.
You take cover behind the wall. Next ghoul, Red Ghoul, is going to step. No, that's the spiritual weapon. Step over the body of its. Put that body there. Step over here and swing at Warwick again. With a 23 to hit, that's going to be 5 points of slashing damage, and make another con save. That is a failure. You are paralyzed as this you get again another one comes out of the blue. This one wearing slightly smarter armor than the rest of them strikes you with sharp claws, and this time your body seizes up and you freeze, and you are paralyzed. That ghoul is dead. Burlock, it's your turn.
Can I occupy the same square as a special weapon, or special weapon takes that block?
I'm not sure. Let me check that.
You can.
From memory, yes.
I can, yes, because I'm a short ass.
Whoa, no. That's from memory.
From memory, I think it is yes.
Yes.
I can actually pass through and go to there.
It's intangible.
Floating. I mean, it says spectral, so because spectral, I will say yes, you can.
Okay, so I can get to there safely.
Yeah,
couldn't go.
where are you going?
I was here. I'm gonna go to here.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because there's
Kind
no
of
actual
pushing-
text. Yeah.
Pushing through the wall, the hole in the wall Warwick made.
Yeah.
You step out.
Do I want to rage or not?
I mean, you could have just stepped through the front door.
So
That's what I
the
thought.
question.
To rage or not to rage? That is the question. Actually, after last night, I don't know. I am not going to rage. I'm just going to do single-handed attack against the red one.
Okay.
23
That'll
for 5.
that'll definitely hit.
Alright. 28.
With one
okay.
strike, you swing at it, crush its shoulder slightly. Snarls in your direction.
Growls back. Bearing teeth. And that's my turn.
You have another attack.
Oh yes, well then that's the...
Extra attack.
You barbarian, who this? Yeah, I'll do it again. Or hammer one-handed. 15.
15 will.
10.
15 will just hit. Yes.
Ooh.
This one. It's wearing slightly smarter armor. And with
Yep.
that, you deal quite a nasty blow to it, and it is looking rough. Lulu is going to be emotional support elephant. This school, what's it gonna do? It is going to, let's see who it goes for. 4. It's gonna go for Mort. Running around, it steps over here and takes a swing at the little goblin. With an 11, which will miss. Mort kind of raises her shovel and almost uses the back end of the shovel as a shield to block off the incoming swipe. And Ava, it's your turn.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care if that ghoul's there and I get attack of opportunity. I yell, Burtlock, leapfrog, and I'm gonna run up.
Okay.
And
It
when
takes
I
a swing
play-
at you. First of all,
Yeah.
takes a swing at you with a 20 to hit.
Ooh, yep.
Make a con save.
Maybe this is a bad idea.
You take
Mhm.
5 points of damage, and that is just what you needed to pass. You feel this paralysis onset, but you push through regardless. And see, that was 5
Flavor,
points of
can
damage.
Burlock drop to his shoulder, put shield up to give Ava a perch to jump off from?
Okay, yes, you can. Ava,
As I-
make an acrobatics check. Burlock,
Yep.
make an athletics check.
So
With
what I was gonna
disadvantage.
do, I was gonna leap
Oh, yeah?
off of at least use Burtlock to get up high so that I can kick the ghoul in the head.
Okay, yeah. Just for flavor, Burlock, make your athletics check,
Mhm.
and Ava, make an acrobatics check.
So that'll be 11.
Okay, it's fair enough, easy enough to do. It doesn't take a lot of finesse, and you kind of even push her up, and then you take a swing at the as you almost sail over the one accosting Warwick, and you take a swing.
Yep. kick him in the head. Oh, no, dang it.
You miss,
Dang it.
and you continue to sail over, landing in fire on the other side.
I didn't want to go that far. I wanted to go here.
I mean, you were running in direct line. Okay. I'll say if that's what you were aiming to do, I'll allow it.
I didn't want to land in the fire. That's a bad idea.
Okay.
It's like, okay, well, I didn't hit him, but it was still cool, so I'm gonna keep hitting.
It was alright. It was middlingly cool.
It was flavor.
It's flavor.
That will hit.
Yeah.
And with that, you strike once again, and you hear the cracking of a neck, and the breakage of a spine as it collapses.
I land beside him and just do a good hit while he's distracted. And this guy, I still have an attack left
You do?
because I still have my bonus action. Can I kick him in the fire?
Make an athletics check. But can you? I don't think you can actually. Sorry, I don't think you can because
I think a key point with martial arts might have a feature.
Oh yeah, no, I have stunning strike. Hang on.
I know, but but you're doing this as a bonus action. So I'm wondering if you can. I'm just double checking.
Yeah, shove isn't a regular action, I believe.
Field strike. Is that what it's called?
I can just hit him normally. It's fine.
With an open hand technique, if you use a
Yeah.
key point, there's something.
Yeah.
I need to do a flurry of blows for that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make an
Yeah.
unarmed strike as a bonus action,
Yeah.
but you can't shove as a bonus action. Sorry.
I wasted
Because
that.
that is a shield master feat. So it is, yeah, it's stepping on the
I got the
shield
exact same thing.
master. But you do strike it instead, and it flinches back, but it's still standing. Ash, it's your turn.
Okay, Ash doesn't know what's going on right now. She's going to move forward. See the elephant providing moral support, just like, all right, whatever. She's gonna move past Reservoir, just kind of like, excuse me, water girl. And I'm gonna move past and see what's going on. And I'm going to see everything, and just gonna look over at both situations. I believe this situation is worse. So I'm going to shoot down south. I'm gonna take out the 3 rocks and just an array of lightning straight through. Let's do it.
Alright, which one are you shooting?
I'm shooting the bottom. It's a 14, by the way. It shouldn't be a disadvantage.
14 will hit.
Okay.
Roll that extra d8.
Yep. I forget to click it. It's okay.
Oh, very
19.
nice.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
nice. It takes it takes it and it convulses, but it's still just hanging on.
Okay. Fair enough. And then I'm gonna move back inside. Seems good.
Okay. Warwick, you are paralyzed. At the end of your turn, make another con save.
Here we go. I knew I should have done another level in. If I had another level in Paladin,
You
I would have
pass.
passed the first one. But
You
no.
pass, and you feel that you break away from this paralysis, but that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
Rhea is going to strike with her sword once at each of the two accosting her. First one, which was just hit by Ash, that is going to hit the 12, and there's no way she cannot kill it, so it dies. And then she spins around the blade and shoves it through, tries to shove it through the chest of the other one. With a 23, definitely hits. That is going to be D10. 1. 4 points of damage. Still looking fairly strong. It stays up. The ghoul is in response going to claw at her, which will miss with 16. Was 16 hit? No, 16 will miss. She parries the oncoming swipe, and then this one is going to try and bite you, Warwick. As you're standing there, and it lunges for you. You manage to shake it off before it can deal a devastating blow to you, but it still tries to sink its teeth into your shoulder with a 18 to hit. which will miss because you've got an AC of 19.
Yes, that's the level in fighter instead.
Yeah, you kind of, as you shake it off, you bring up your pauldron to catch its fangs before it manages to sink a blow into your chest, and you push it off. Reservoir, lucky as well, because if it had bitten you as you were paralyzed, automatic crit. Reservoir, it's your turn.
Reservoir, with a bit of bite, will reach out her hand past Ash through the door, going, "Pardon me, fire girl," and shoot an acid splash at that one.
All right.
Get what comes back to you.
I'm just waiting
and
for
that-
an enemy to have.
Which one? Sorry.
This one.
All right. It fails to dodge, and it takes that damage, but it's still standing, looking rough though. The school is dead. Burlock, it's your turn.
All right. Can I step to? Sorry, wrong one. Since it's dead, I can occupy a square. And I'm going to do 2 attacks on that one there.
All right. Roll to hit.
All right. Yep. With normal, not raging. I'm going to do it one-handed. Miss. That was an 8.
That will miss, yes.
And 14.
14 will hit.
Mhm.
And 12 points of damage. It is hanging on by a thread, but it's still up. Lulu
Okay.
is going to not do anything. She's just kind of unsure of what to do.
Emotional support elephant.
That ghoul is dead. Ava, it's your turn.
Yep. Now can I push him in the fire?
May make a shove action. Athletics check. It is going to also make an athletics check.
Ooh, not as good as last time.
Which with an 18, you kind of try and shove it, but it holds its ground, resists being pushed backwards. That's one of your attacks.
That's just one attack? Okay, I'll just...
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine.
And with that, you kind of frustrate it, like push it, frustrate it, and then you just kind of, still holding onto its shoulders with one hand, just and punch it, and it falls backwards into the fire regardless. And you see the fresh smell of burning flesh and rot fills your nose, and it's pretty disgusting. Mort is going to bring her spiritual weapon up towards this thing, take a swing at it. Where is it? Spiritual weapon. That'll definitely hit with 6 points of force damage, and flanking with her own weapon, she'll step up, twirl the shovel, swing at him, hit with a natural 19, and takes this thing out with 2 blows, each from each side of 2 shovels, one spectral, one physical. She cuts into this creature like that, and it just kind of spins and falls to the ground. And so far, the immediate threat has been dealt with.
That was fun.
Everyone alive? Is everyone here?
Well, we are, they aren't, but they never were.
Well, they
fine.
were, but then they weren't, and then they
Alive,
weren't again.
dead, alive, dead.
But they talk. That's
Well,
fun.
Well, one of them
alive,
talked.
dead, undead, dead.
It's a
That
complicated
will,
life.
that will
Complicated.
go
Double
on
dead.
really well on a shirt. Alive, dead, undead, dead.
And all I got was this shirt.
Gideon Lightward. Is that a name that rings a bell?
No, yeah.
It is to me. It's the bastard priest who raised these fuckers. Did it right before my eyes, both of our eyes.
Well, I guess they gave him credits for sure. That we definitely know that he did it, I guess. All right,
We saw
We saw it
advertising, I
before.
guess.
fair enough.
Ow.
Ah,
Also, question.
Are you
This
okay?
one taps the foot of the guy who talked. He was a bit more conscious than the rest. Can he create more like this?
I don't
Yeah.
know. My area of expertise is putting the dead in the ground, not taking them back out.
Well,
Maybe.
you did
I've
good
s-
on that. Put in the ground.
I really should bury them. But we've not time. It'll
How
have to be
about we just
cremation.
put him in? How about we just
Yeah.
chuck him in the
I was
house or in the
about to
fire?
say, no, in the fire.
In the fire.
In the fire.
So they don't get resurrected again.
Come on.
Thingy.
And people don't try to
Jesus.
eat them.
But she keeps an eye
I'll give you a
behind her.
hand and
Be
I'm-
quick.
I'm gonna
Try and
help.
do it quickly.
I'll keep the eye out. I'd rather not get too near the fire, frankly.
I'm gonna start putting buddies in a fire.
Yep, same thing. Thank you for the redemption of the XP
thank
from
you.
chat. I get a D4.
nice.
Nice.
It's rare that I get the
Oh, fine.
donations.
I'm gonna provide a moral support. I'm just gonna produce flame, just like chuck up bits of fire and fire them.
Make the fire
Don't burn.
bigger.
Let us put them into the fire. Stop burning them when they're in our hands, please.
Just
It's
helping.
harder to carry them when you set fire to them.
Well, I mean, you gotta help out, right?
Hey Ash,
What's Chirpy? What do you want?
is this cloak flammable?
I didn't try, but I would suggest not trying to make it turn on fire.
I'm just checking.
If you want to try, go for it. I just
No,
know
I'll
you only
just-
get one. It's only one.
I just realized I'm wearing a blanket in a fireplace.
Oh, if it gets hot, then don't wear it. It's just in case, you get isolated or, about to be murdered or like something. It's
Or
just-
you run off chasing people and have to find your way back.
so like every
Yeah,
day
that's-
then.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I was trying to be nice. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine.
well, it is nice. Like it looks cool.
It is. It's bright pink.
That is not
Del.
Ava's color.
That's the
So,
point.
Fluorescent
Oh, no.
fluorescent pink cloak of elvenkind.
Oh no.
Bright pink.
I'm gonna have to go back to
Actually-
the commission artist for that. That's totally gonna happen.
Can it be green?
No,
No, it's pink.
it's canon now.
It's
Canon
just
says
occurred
pink.
to me. I watched Toon Towers last week, and the scene where Frodo and Sam hide under the cloak and it looks like a rock. Originally, I was like, that doesn't make any sense, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a cloak of elvenkind.
Oh,
yeah.
But they're
I saw that.
hobbits.
I was watching this. I was watching that the other week as well.
Right.
Huh.
So you start to hear, dealing with the bodies, you still hear like distant movement and footsteps, and so presumably you
that-
hightailed it out of there.
Mort, that priest that we're not liking right now. What religion was that priest?
He looked after the graveyard, so I think he was Kellenvor,
Okay.
which is, about as a traitor's bastard as you could fucking get.
I'm just going to do a religion roll personally before you ask for it.
Dawn, is that?
Yeah, you know about Kellenvor. It's
Yeah.
the god of the dead,
Yeah,
and the god, particularly the god of the judgment of the dead.
yeah. Doesn't Kellenvor not like bringing people back as dead?
Fucking right. Yes, that's the whole gist of it. Aye. So
And
this guy, traitorous bastard, who we've got to get rid of.
I was just thinking that it may have been like he may have followed something else because those undead moved as a squad. That's not normal. That's more military. I thought maybe something.
I
like
don't
temple.
know what magic can bring them back, with or without their brains intact.
Well,
Trust me,
I mean,
for
we're
every
technically in
one of
hell.
these, there's a 1,000 which are just walking hunks of flesh or bones.
Yeah, I was just thinking that they seem very cognizant. And
Considering we're in
From the
hell,
background, you
I think
Burlock's
they're
chucking.
they might be stronger here.
that's,
In the
Anyone
that's
who
good briefing.
wants
background,
to
Burlock's
make
just
an
yelling,
arc-
"Tactical!"
Anyone who wants to make an Arcana check,
Just
may
to-
do so.
Just to guess,
Sure.
they're on the home turf. Everyone makes an Arcana check.
Oh, 11. Wow.
The two
Oh,
Genasi,
25. Never mind.
you know that some undead can be resuscitated with a semblance of their original like brain, but there's nothing left of the soul. It is all id, no ego, no superego, just a animalistic instinct to eat, feed, and survive. And quite often, the magic that brings them back imbues them with some kind of ravenous hunger. But there is an echo of what used to be some sort of personality, but what is left of the actual individual is long gone. But some spark of remaining intelligence can be there sometimes.
It's like you, Warwick.
Good rolls.
Just like you.
Arcana's the thing for the Genasi, it would seem.
Really good at it for some reason. Let's see, all right.
Who would know? Like, arcane casters? What?
The magical people.
In fact,
Just
we were
imagine,
closer-
oh, you.
No, it's not what we're saying at all. I'm far away from her. I'm over there helping with the fire.
I am not helping with the fire. I'm doing everything I can to not.
I'm looking at Burlock, just like, all right, you could at least carry at least 2 more bodies with you to throw into the fire. You have enough room here. Just carry 1 more body and 2 more. You can at least do 4. I've seen you do at least 6. Come on.
I'll throw you into the fire next time.
No.
Wait,
Throw
you
him
probably
into
like
the river.
That's on
Whatever.
fire.
I'm not that.
True.
Actually, good point.
But
We could always get the blue girl
Someone
to
actually look at
him-
Warwick. He
give her a shower.
was bitten.
Wait,
I
which-
do have
which
a
river was the
name.
one on fire?
Sorry,
water girl is good.
Reservoir.
reservoir.
For
Yes.
the both of you. She
Reservoir.
gives Ash a pointed look.
Reservoir.
Don't
Shut
piss
up.
off
Alright.
the girl
So,
who can drown
I
you in
was
water.
just thinking that one day you could give Ash a shower.
Oh, the thought had crossed my mind.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm
I-
sure
I-
that
I think it'd be interesting seeing the wet hair look with Ash.
Oh no, I'd be dead by then. In any case, isn't there another squad of some kind? Shouldn't we get moving?
Didn't someone
We
look
should.
after Warwick and see if he needs healing? He got
He looks
How?
fine. If he's a ghoul, there'll be no difference. Come on, let's go.
Do you really want
I
to
would
go
just-
powered by whiskey, alcohol, vodka?
Mort, are you ready to move on?
No, but let's fucking do it anyways. Right.
Okay.
Let's see what the bastard's done to my fucking graveyard.
I'm going to
Push
cast
on.
a spell on myself as we're pushing on, because no one else is.
Take care of yourself.
I'll essentially mend my own wounds.
Yourself.
Like I'm going ow, ow, so I'll start doing some.
You really don't want me to cast a spell on you.
I did ask if you were okay. I can't do
And I'm
anything
saying
about
ow.
it, but I asked.
I'm saying,
Well,
ow.
More will cast Spare the Dying on you. Fucking man up!
It doesn't work if you're dead inside. It doesn't work.
It's true.
Spare the dying soul. I can't do that.
What does this Gideon look like, by the way?
He's dark-skinned man, dreadlocks, broad features, wears a very ostentatious, colorful robe, and as of late, fangs, burning red eyes, long fingernail-like claws. You'll know when you see him,
Of course.
because I'll
yeah.
be screaming at his and fucking hacking at his knees.
Sounds good. Sounds like we can't miss him then.
Definitely not.
Unless he's invisible.
Will you kind of like scream his name, like yelling in anger when you see
Will
him?
you say like the ghoul said, "I am Gideon. I'm trying to kill you. Would he say that, or is he kind of?
Is he the type to monologue?
Yeah. Does
One
he,
of us will shout, "That's him."
I was
Aye.
I was once in a battle many years ago, and the enemy general started monologuing. We charged. He was still monologuing. Killed half his men. He finished his monologue, and then just ran.
That guy sounds like a fucking idiot.
Was that the
He
story
was.
of you?
He was a lord.
Oh, never mind.
That explains it.
Right. You push forward, heading down from the hill upon which the high hall sits, down through streets, avoiding the majority of the devils you see, kind of ducking in and out of alleyways and hiding beneath rubble. You eventually come across a cemetery, a grand cemetery. The 10-foot-high brass fence that once surrounded this place has fallen in numerous places, and a wide gate allowing access to the grounds has been torn from its hinges. Several humanoid body parts adorn the spikes atop the fence post, and some wriggle and writhe, twitching in concert with the lightning flashes of the companion. Still echoing through above the burning sounds and lighting up the sky in periodic flashes. The gravestones are cracked and crumbling, monuments to the dead scattered across the cemetery grounds in pieces, and in the center is a familiar chapel to Morton Reservoir, a chapel that once was occupied, dedicated to Lathander Torm Helmantir. That once holy structure now seems to glow with the fetid purple radiance. That's where we'll take a break.
Stick around. We're going to have a break, and we'll try to get the music running. We'll be back shortly. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back. Sorry for the delay. We've had a little bit of issues with sound. We're using Syrinscape Online as well as normal Syrinscape app between two different people, and just trying to get that working. So do love it. Just how we're using it is kind of pushing the fact that it's parts of it are in beta, and we're pushing it further than it probably should be. So we're live. We're back. Let's get into it. I might be running the audio from this end though shortly. So yay. So let's go across to the everyone else. So
Oh. there it is.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning.
Welcome back.
Good evening.
Good.
Morning and
Just
evening.
good.
Good.
Solidly into the
Good.
night.
We love all time zones. It's great.
And if you watch it on YouTube, you can be all time zones. Don't forget, we do have YouTube at Goblin Cave RPG. You can watch all our previous episodes.
Be sure to hit that bell.
Yeah.
The
Like
perfect
and subscribe, and don't forget to comment.
And ring the bell. Yep, they've got. Mm-hmm.
You need to add like red arrows pointing at something in all of your thumbnails.
Oh God, no! I've seen a lot of them. I just learn.
I mean, it is psychologically proven to increase viewership for some weird psychological reason.
And if you just leave a
It
comment,
just works.
if you leave any comments on the videos, they get more views because the algorithm sees that it's got that and then starts moving up. It's
Just say
really
hi.
really weird. Even saying hi, yep, that will do it.
Just even if you're too lazy, just put the H.
Yep. The only thing that will
It's in
go
the
opposite
chat.
is if you start putting times in. If you're just putting times in, that goes the opposite because something happened previously in other videos. That's the only thing we don't like is putting times in, like timestamps of, hey, this is
Oh,
starts
right.
at that starts at
We
there.
don't like math here. Just words.
Yes,
Just
Great.
words.
Calculating spell slots in HP is more than enough math.
Yeah.
Fair. It's very
Yeah.
hard to actually.
Bloody math.
Let's get back to that. So let's bring that back up because I was on something else. I'm still working on that anyway. But we may be getting. Yeah, I think I might be doing this by myself. So just yeah.
As in
Syrinscape
Syrinscape?
audio. Yeah,
Okay. In which case, I will close down.
I've got the 2 keys which you've told me
Online
about,
one.
and yeah,
Yep.
Syrinscape Online is chucking a hissy fit at the moment.
yeah, it is
Yeah,
in
it's
beta.
in beta. It's in beta.
It's in beta.
It's
Not
amazing,
having fun.
but it's in beta, and we're kind
And
of
even though I just stopped the music and it kept playing, so yeah, beta.
yeah. So I'm going to try to do it
Okay.
in 2 different ways. Try to
So-
pin that so I can bring it back up if needed. So let's get the I've got the 2 cues which you've told me for.
Crypt.
I love that opening. Boof.
All right. And can you send it through Zoom as well?
Yep.
Possible.
I've just got a few other things to do as well, because I had to minimize the desktop, which is the desktop that you see.
In the meantime, the now party of 8, including Rare and the Hollyphant,
Oh yeah.
walk your way past these gates. You see more like almost looking sick, with this determination and fury on her with the rhythmic crackling. The audio is just that was white noise.
Yeah, literally white noise.
Is
He
it
said
good?
just-
Can we keep?
Yeah.
Can the? Do we have to?
Is that better?
Yes.
It's much better.
Perfect.
Okay. Sorry, I was restarting my audio. It was things. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
No,
Would you like to go to that
cool.
description again? Because that was mostly
Yeah.
muted.
Oh, was it muted?
Well,
Alright,
it wasn't
well, if you
muted.
hit the-
My sound was going on. Was muting
Okay.
everything coming from you.
All right. Could you put it on the High Hall Crypt, please?
Will do.
In Syrinscape. So, you make your way gingerly through these broken and battered gates. The writhing undeads impaled upon the high crenellations, still writhing in pulse with the companion and its flashes of electricity. Mort, this grim image of determination and fury on her face at the desecration of this once holy and respectful place. You make your way slowly and quietly through shattered gravestones and turned earth down a pathway to the chapel, whereupon you see 3 hulking figures standing guard outside its front door. Skeletal in nature, but large, with 2 horns reaching either side of its large bovine head, wielding a gigantic hammer or axe, great axe. You see 3 skeletal minotaurs standing outside of the cemetery ossuary. And as they turn, that you hear what you assume would be a snort, but no sound comes out. You just hear the clacking of bones.
Do they see us?
They do, as no attempt at and unless you would like to have stealthed in.
Oh, I always. Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Exhaustion. There we go.
If you would like to attempt to stealth,
Yeah, that
you may roll.
Yes.
You may roll at this point. I will say you see them before they see you, and so you have this brief moment in time to quickly try and hide.
In the open.
So, also,
Why do I try?
Why? Oh my
Why do I
god.
try?
Oh,
You rolled terribly. Like, every stealth has been less than 10. Actually.
I'm so sorry.
oh.
Do I like shut her up? Can I
Oh,
put
wow.
my hand over her mouth so she
I'm not
doesn't
doing
squeal
that.
again?
Those will cancel each other out.
I'm not doing much better. Marco, we do have
Like,
turn
no.
orders. Is this still turn order? Or
Oh
is
yeah,
it-
let me clear. I keep forgetting to
Yeah.
clear the turn order.
Yes. I was just warning you
Before-
because the thing was up.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you.
What is that modifier?
Well, I got a 3.
They are not very
At least
wise.
I cancelled out the nat. the nat one.
Yeah, no.
Well, it just
Um,
goes meow.
You again, Reservoir. You step in something gross and squishy, but before you have the chance to cry out, Ava quickly, run, and you are here to so far unseen by these creatures.
Let's go over this way.
I prestidigitate whatever it was off of my boot.
Okay.
Let's go this
You-
way. Sneak around. Oh no.
Is that spade worse?
Oh, I just looked in through the window and saw something.
Yeah. Inside, you peek through the window and you see more of these creatures roaming around inside.
Bugger.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Rhea and Lulu.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, it's okay. They're fine. They're stealthy,
They're-
right?
They're fine.
Stealth, right? Isn't
It's a
passive
stealthy
stealth?
elephant.
Isn't passive stealth a stat? I remember. It's
Splint armor.
equal to their
Natural 20, but
okay.
Rhea has disadvantage from her heavy armor.
Ah.
A second natural 20.
Oh,
Ooh,
2020.
Had to show me up.
whoa, 2020! 2020.
Oh, you're right. There we go. Sub giveaway. Thank you.
Sub giveaway.
So, if you're new to the channel, for the year of 2020, any roll which is 2020 gets a sub giveaway.
See where it goes.
Pretty simple. I've
Everybody
got to
lurk,
get it set up
quickly.
first. It's been
Everyone
a
get in
while.
chat.
It's been a while since I've done this, so because we did have it every critical and every critical success and fumble for 1 month. That went badly, very costly.
Fuck.
So I'll get it set up at some point. I'll be starting to move through it. We'll get an announcement.
So if you are watching live, make sure you say something in chat. Live, make sure you say
And-
something in chat.
Whoop. That's a bounce.
Oh, we're getting
And
feedback.
And I'm just waiting for someone to say something in chat.
Alright, let's do this. Wait, we aren't seen, right? We didn't get seen, right? I hope not.
We dodged. There we go. Thank you, Sky.
I had to.
Of course.
Someone had to do it. Do we wanna?
In the meantime, what is everyone else doing? You creep round to the side of this ossuary. Reservoir, you peek in and you see what was once Mort's sort of sleeping area. Now tossed, turned aside, upside down. Most of the belongings just gone and empty. And wandering around, more of these skeletal minotaurs.
Okay.
I'm not going to be having tea there.
I have an idea, right? I climb on the roof and I jump on one of their heads and distract them while everyone else comes in and attacks.
I
It's the
can
fastest
hit
way.
probably all of them with acid first.
There we go.
Looks over the Mort and just has a quick chat. You buried these?
No, I had not seen nothing like this. These are new.
Mm.
I have no idea where these came from.
Okay.
That's rather concerning.
There's more of them inside. It looks like.
Mm.
Fuck. What has that bastard done?
Renovate?
Did you say like they're soulless now that they're undead, walking around? Is he
More or less.
trading
I don't know.
souls of people, creating them undead, and then
Well,
Yeah, how much
Getting
is he getting?
out?
for this?
I'm guessing he's getting the bodies from the cemetery, which would kind of allude to the fact that the souls have already been long.
I know
Okay.
this cemetery. At least I knew this cemetery back to front. There weren't none of the creatures like this.
Yeah, that's why I asked if she buried something like this, because she would know and she would have warned us. But this is completely out of left field.
Absolutely.
Maybe he called backup.
What backup?
We are the
We're
backup.
We're the
backup.
We're the backup.
we're the big
No,
team.
no, they called backup, which is the big
Oh,
Oh,
called
right.
backup.
bulletin.
It's not
Never
fair
mind.
when the enemy calls back up. When they call in reinforcements, that's not how it works. No.
Should we decide what we want to do before they spot us making noise?
Well, I want to take care of him. Get rid of him. Destroy him.
They
Agreed.
said I can
Creatures'
jump on one of
bones
their
are made for the
heads.
ground, and that's it.
I
Walking
can
around like this is a fucking abomination.
Maybe
attempt
boat
to.
floats.
Disgrace to the.
I don't know about that, but I just want their weapon.
Thoughts? Full frontal assault, is that the plan then? Full frontal? I don't think we are equipped to deal with this many, but I mean, of course, if you all want to jump in.
Die heroically?
No, well, I can send messages to your loved ones once I leave.
That's going to be
Do you
hard.
want-
Belloc
So
shoots
far, we-
Ash a very, very dirty glare with that message.
We
So
want to
far,
get a
we
bit of a
have
drop.
we have the element of surprise. These brutes don't seem to be very perceptive.
I can drop quite a large area of acid upon them before any of us get close.
Yeah, you could drop
Um,
acid on, and then I can like
Judging.
attack them from above.
Would it be worthwhile to send in Ava in to go and then run around the corner and we all just surprise attack?
Chirpy, I don't understand why you are so quick to try and kill yourself, but more power to you, I guess.
I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm trying to kill the.
Well, you're jumping in by yourself. In any case, I'm going to.
Because I know you guys are gonna come help.
Yeah, but it's one time we're not
I
going to
trust
be.
you.
This one time.
Actually, more than
I
once,
guess
most likely.
Have a element of surprise. If we're going to do it, we should do it very quickly. We can't
Yeah.
just be sitting here talking about this.
Dump what you can. Don't use up all your power with these. There's more inside. And there's still a vampire to deal with.
Okay.
No,
So is it time to swallow?
I'm gonna start climbing the roof.
I wasn't at my best when
Make-
you saw me
make an
yesterday.
athletics.
Trust me.
Make an athletics check, Ava.
But
I have a lot more today.
before she goes, can I just do something first? Before she leaves, obviously, within 10 feet of me. Can I do some
Gather up,
protector
everybody.
stuff?
Some temporary
Okay.
HP.
Yeah, please. I'm going to use a first level spell slot, and I'm going to just throw the string and just hit the wristband and just hit everyone I can with the 12. So I
Oh,
So do we group up for that? And do a
everyone
huddle?
come closer to me. Huddle.
Can I do acrobatics to climb the roof?
No, because this is you're not jumping up like this. You are climbing.
could Belloc try give her
Could've been
a
better.
push?
If you want to give her a
Leapfrog?
leg up, make that with advantage.
Okay.
Burlock's help.
So, higher than 7 this time.
Oh, that's
hopefully.
You do climb up,
much better.
and you manage to find footholds amongst the burning and sort of breaking chapel, finding footholds in the rock. You make your way onto the roof. It's a good 20 feet off the ground. This is kind of a tall building.
Okay, I'm gonna very
What's everyone
sneakily
doing?
get up so I'm near one of the minotaurs.
Make a stealth check.
Ooh, before you do that,
Well,
Sure.
because you're gonna throw the acid and then I'm gonna jump on.
you
I'm
don't
just-
want to be too close.
No.
But you can aim it right so that it doesn't hit me.
I'll put you
Like-
here at the moment, but you are on the roof. Just
Yeah.
Like,
I'm ready to charge.
is there no way that you
so
can
you're
kind of
holding
put
the
me
dash
outside the radius or whatever
Um,
happens?
I think I can reach
And
the
get
first
all
one
of them.
without dashing.
Okay.
Ready in movement
okay,
action
It's fine.
and a hit.
Yeah.
Taking ready
I can
action.
stay.
Yeah.
I can stay near where I am because then I can at least still run up and go.
What are you doing? Elephant, get back here. Come back over here.
Sorry.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
All right. I will spend.
I thought you were going to say
sorry.
something.
Yeah, so did I. I will spend a sorcery point to do elemental spell and pull in an acid fireball, which I
okay.
cannot seem to pull off of our thing, but I will just do it there.
There we go.
There we go. Doing my best to get all of them in the
Okay.
radius.
Let's roll some initiative.
Acid fireball. Alrighty.
An acid
Okay,
fireball.
that'll get all of them.
And I have to roll
Fantastic.
mine with disadvantage.
Hell yeah! To
Karsh, could you hit Crypt Battle, please?
Will do.
Gonna be interesting.
So 12.
Boom. 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 Then Mort.
Gum in this. Oh my goodness.
oof.
That's not good.
Rare. Where's Veteran? And finally, Lulu. Finally, emotional support elephant.
Support me. Emotional
Yes.
Even bring
see.
Lulu.
Okay.
She wanted to come.
I
She
just
could've-
Reservoir was
wanted-
like, "Why are you bringing the elephant?"
She could have been an
But-
emotional support animal for all
It
the
wasn't her
refugees.
business to say no.
Could have been an emotional
Alright.
support animal for the refugees.
So,
A cuddle toy.
first things first, I'm going to roll dex saves for these four. With disadvantage, because they were taken by surprise. So DC 15. The first one, top one, rolled an 11. Failure. Second one, 4. Failure. Third one, 11. Failure. They all fail and take 23 points of acid damage.
Oh, you rolled so many ones.
That is a hefty blow. And top of the round, Reservoir, you fire off this thing, and you still have a bonus action and your movement.
Well, that is just a nice little taste of the power I wield.
Oh, yeah, roll a d20.
I was
Oh,
waiting
right.
for that.
Oh,
Yep. Okay. Just a second.
Get a one. Get a one.
Little one bad.
9. I
9.
spent. Let's see. So I would have had to roll.
It would be a 4 or below,
Okay, so I'm fine.
so you're fine. Nothing yet.
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 Days. One of these days.
I need to. I wonder why that didn't. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I would like to move. Well, I don't want to be by the fire genasi. I'll just move back that far.
And now you can see inside.
Yes. I was gonna move to the other window, but that's by the fire genasi.
Oh yeah, no, stay away from
Why have?
Haven't had good experiences with her thus far.
Huh. The.
She's been kind of mean.
One sec. The ability I set where it automatically rolls the thing for you has just deleted itself from your sheet. So I'll fix that before next week.
What
I will
Ava.
do my best to remember.
Ava, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run and jump and try and land on top of this minotaur.
Okay, make an athletics check.
This person is gonna.
Acrobatics?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, this would be acrobatics.
Yeah!
Natural
Wow,
20.
you got so many crits this session. Jeez.
So this is halved. You only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, because it is still 20-foot drop. And now make an athletics check. This is to
on top
grab. This is essentially to grapple.
This
but
is your
when
ride
I
check.
say if you grapple, yeah, it's your ride check.
Ooh.
Yep.
Why?
And you are now. So that's one attack. You are now holding on to this thing, and it starts to buck and sort of move. In fact, it's gonna roll athletics.
Why am I looking
Nope,
at
that
Monster Hunter here?
Fails. That fails. So you are now riding on top of this thing. You still have an attack and a bonus action left.
Okay, I'm gonna use my I'm gonna try and kick at its spine, like where it connects to its head to the
Okay.
body. Just start
All right.
kicking there.
Roll a hit.
Do I get advantage?
I'm saying no. But you didn't need it because that's a hit. And as you crunch your foot down, your foot with the sheer sort of blunt force of your kick breaks through the bone and deals quite a bit of damage to the spine. It shrieks out, or it doesn't. It kind of moves and joins and pops in place. That did a good blow.
Okay. Let's go flurry of blows.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep kicking its spine.
Roll a hit.
Why do we let her go by herself?
Everyone, I just imagine.
You gotta roll a hit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at some stuff. I'm going to try to with this one. I'm gonna use my open hand technique and attempt to knock it prone.
Doesn't matter because you kill it. With that, jump down, grab hold of this thing by the horns, and you kick once and twice on its spine, and you can pull the head away from the rest of the body, and the bones just kind of scatter to a pile on the ground, and you are left there.
I still have.
You do.
I still have more attacks. Can I throw the head at the?
Okay, this will be improvise using Dex. So whatever you roll, -3. So attack roll -3 to hit.
So just do normal unarmed strike -3.
Normal unarmed strike, but -3.
Okay.
Because you're not proficient in throwing skulls.
How bludgeoning does double
How does
damage.
one get proficient
I'm
in
still
throwing
hit.
skulls?
And with that,
Okay, this time I'm gonna use an open hand technique to knock one of them prone.
and I'll allow it. You grab the skull from the thing you just head up, and you throw it, and you take one of the thing's feet out from under it, and it smacks its head onto the ground.
That's my turn.
And it is prone.
All right.
Lulu kind of pokes around the corner, and you hear in your mind, "Yeah, go Ava, go Ava!"
Can the elephant start giving bardic inspiration?
Eventually.
Not quite.
Eventually.
So that Minotaur is prone. It is surprised, and it can't take action. Wait, it can't take actions or move on its turn, so it stays prone. That'll end its turn. Rhea is, she just kind of looks with an eyebrow raised. Goes, what the? She's gonna draw her sword and dash forward. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And it's gonna engage with that one, but she can't do anything on her turn yet. This Minotaur skeleton, fucking dead. Ash, it's your turn.
I'm gonna skirt around just a little bit, just like this, just away from people. And I'm gonna go see. Can I see from here? I can. Is this like a thing? Okay. So okay, perfect. So I'm going to do my ray of lightning,
With
and just.
disadvantage because it is prone.
Oh, that is fair. That makes a lot of sense. All right, actually, that's fine. Yeah, I have disadvantage. I throw the 3 rocks and just shoot the lightning through, and see if they hit. Let's do it. Come on, please. Oh, disadvantage. Please. 26 or
10.
Oh.
10 will miss.
No.
Strike up the rocks, but the lightning bolt cracks over the head of this thing, sending dirt sparks flying up off the ground. Burlock, it's your turn. Unless you had a bonus action.
No, I was just moving.
Okay.
Just to get a better
Okay.
view on everyone that's in the fight. So it's fine.
All right.
Well, I will have to do a move and a dash to get in within range of it, and then that'll be my turn. So I'll
Okay.
be moving to about. I'll move to about here,
Okay.
and
This
that'll be my
Minotaur
turn.
skeleton is surprised, and that ends its turn. Warwick, it's your go.
Still confused about what Ava was able to do. First, move to here. High five for Ava. And then continue moving.
Action?
To here.
Okay. And that'll end your turn.
Yep.
Because you dashed to do that. Yeah?
Yes.
Mort is also going to move up 5, 20, 25, 30. And how long does Spiritual Weapon last for?
It's a minute.
It lasts for a minute, I believe.
Okay.
Makes me
In which
sad.
case, she is going to. No ranged options.
But it's not cut, like, for all intents and purposes, it's still a very OP spell.
Yeah. Let's see. She'll shoot off a guiding bolt at the one below Warwick.
No, please. Go use your spells.
She is angry, and that'll hit. The
Wait,
light
let's start.
of bolt of glowing light fires out from this little goblin, strikes the skeleton. Bits of rib bones go flying, and this light, dull glow surrounds it. Reservoir, your turn.
All right. I will dip out a couple feet and because they're not super close to each other. Okay. I am going to go after this one with a chromatic orb.
Okay.
That's the one that's still upright, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do I want to? Okay, and no one really important is close to me. I will use Tides of Chaos.
Okay. Okay.
It's there. No.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, the elephant! The elephant's been really weird.
You don't really know who the elephant is.
Lily's great. Okay, we love and support Lulu.
And Lulu supports us.
As Dell, I love Lulu. As a reservoir, it's like, this is weird.
It's a weird.
And you're in hell, and this is weird.
And you never met the weasel.
Flying
Or the
elephant.
ferret.
There's a
60
walking.
will
Oh.
definitely hit.
And naturally, it's acid.
Yeah, of course. You pull out the small diamond, send it spinning in the air, and a bolt of acidic liquid splashes against it, and bone starts to melt. Reservoir, roll the wild magic, please.
Oh no!
As you do so, Reservoir, you feel a... And where Reservoir once stood, there is now a potted plant.
Amazing! Wow.
This is the second worst wild magic thing there is.
Congratulations. Wow.
Yeah, so that happens.
So clip that. But, wait, that's the second worst? What's the worst then?
Putting
Exploding.
a fireball on yourself.
I
Oh.
I
Tell me,
will
Lulu.
send
I think Ash would enjoy that one.
And
Oh.
me.
No, Ash is out of the range of it. Ash would be laugh at you for that one.
I would have. I mean, I'm.
Yeah,
I
and I'd
literally-
suffer.
I'm literally ground zero for looking at this happening. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this kind of this new sorcerer fling out a bolt, and then you almost hear like a popping sound. Oh, and there's just a potted plant now there.
I'm like a potted coral or something.
Yeah, it's a bit of yeah, good shout. It's a little bit of coral.
A little terracotta pot with a bit of coral in it.
It's got like a dome of water.
Actually, yeah, no.
And a
It's
snake
It's
swimming
a fish
around.
bowl. It's a fish bowl with the.
And a snake swimming around the coral.
Look at the elephant. Both of us. Just
I
looking.
very well could be an enemy. There's just like, I might be the snake on it, I might not be the coral.
You kind of see this as this coral like flashes down. You see like a small snake sort of slither around the pot and just like kind of try and start bumping the plant with its snout.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no.
That's
That ends your turn.
And
Ava.
your combat.
amazing.
I'm over here destroying minotaurs, and you're turning into a potted plant.
Did you see
Tried
it?
to destroy the other minotaur.
Okay.
See, that,
Yeah, did the 13 acid damage do anything?
It's looking bad, but it's still up.
Yeah.
I-
So
I just
See
want to say, I
how
believe
well it
So
worked
Long
out
and
last
Things for
time.
the Fish starts like that. The novel.
Yeah.
seeing how well it worked out last time, I'm gonna run up to this one and start stomping on its neck as well.
It's a bit tall for you to do that. You can certainly punch the man.
It's lying, isn't it prone?
Oh, it's prone. Yes, it is prone. Go ahead, roll with advantage. That will definitely hit, and with that you crack once. It's still intact, but looking very cracked
Oh,
and
I'll
broken
hit again.
and chipped. And with that you snap right through the spinal column and separate its head from its body.
Now,
Oh.
hang on, I moved one. Oh, I can move here. Easy peasy. Actually, I could probably go around instead of moving there. I could go 1, 2. Where's that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I can move around here. So I'm gonna run around it after just quick couple of stomps on that one, and run around and try and attack this one. Like
Okay.
maybe
Roll
sweep his
ahead.
legs or something. I don't know.
And with that, you sweep the leg, and as it falls to the ground, you grab its head and smash it down, and the skull shatters against the floor.
Nice.
Out.
Good job. Man.
That vulnerability to bludgeoning damage, man.
Is it? Yes.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
So when you rolled 11, that's 22 damage.
I didn't know it had vulnerability to bludgeoning.
It's a skelly bob. You
Okay.
rolled like max damage like several times.
Did I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
I'm like
yeah.
11's max damage, and you rolled it once, twice, 3, 4 times. That was
Yeah.
nuts.
That
Well
was that
done.
was pretty nuts. Yeah.
And this is why I use a halberd, because it has bludgeoning damage as well as slashing and piercing.
There's a.
You
Poor
go back
Lord
to
Kira's
normal.
I can just imagine.
Oh my
Right.
Out of
God.
combat
Yeah,
sounds.
broken skeletal bodies lie before you, and so does the doorway. You see a set of stairs leading up to a door, leading into the ossuary proper. Set aside with 6 statues forming pillars. So there are pillars leading up, holding aloft a section of the roof, which have been carved into statues resembling heroes of old, or some sort.
Yeah, can I?
Warwick takes a souvenir weapon from them.
Nice, nice.
It is too big for you.
Doesn't matter. He's
These
gonna try
are-
anyway.
These are two-handed weapons built for large creatures.
Can't use it, but
You
it's
could
still a
attack with
souvenir.
it, but you'd have a severe penalty and disadvantage.
Still a
They are
It is,
souvenir.
you grab it and you try and just, you try and lift it, and it's you can hold it and carry it, but to attack with this thing, you couldn't. It's far too big.
But if I was enlarged,
If you were enlarged, you could.
Yeah.
If you were enlarged,
if
you could.
if someone could cast enlarge on you, that one.
Oh wait, I think the person who's doing large is now a coral.
true.
No,
At this
I
point-
do hate.
I turn back.
6 seconds later, reservoir appears back.
I'm gonna pick up my cannon and look at the plant, and then before she turns back, can I kick it over?
Make a reservoir. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, elephant, let's go.
Hey, that was mean.
It's a plant. Who cares? Let's go.
It's reservoir.
At
What?
this point, you
I
pop
like
back out.
the elephant more than I like the fire
much-
girl now.
I'm gonna take
How
my
much
cannon.
bludgeoning damage did I take
Oh.
again for the fall?
I'm gonna go.
3.
3. Okay. I just realized I forgot to.
Oh wait, that's coming out of your temporary hit points for me too.
That is fair.
Not coming out of my hit points.
That's fair. I didn't know she was the plant.
So
I didn't know. I swear. Anyways, I tell Lulu.
Swear.
I tell the elephant to come on. Let's go.
Okay, okay.
The
Can
water
I
god disappeared. She
tell if
disappeared.
anyone else other than those two saw me as a plant?
I don't know. Did
I
anyone
was
else
looking
see
think
you?
to then ask about
I
the
did.
giant
I
size,
think we were kind of
but that's when you popped back.
I think
Oh.
you kind of heard a pop behind you, like a, and whether or not that was enough to distract you from fighting, I mean that's up to you. That's up to you. But everyone was kind of running in, so I'd say anyone who was ahead of you probably didn't see it.
Okay.
Which
At
was
least
everybody.
there's that.
Except for Ash.
The one person you didn't want to
Oh.
see.
Oh, only 2 people saw that. It's fine.
Oh.
An elephant and a person.
I feel
So-
like my persuasion's high enough to make sure that no, that didn't really happen.
That's fair. All right.
So it's a giant sized hammer or axe? Or what was it?
It is a giant battle axe.
Battle axe. Okay.
What are you gonna do with the giant battle axe?
Souvenirs.
What is it with you and collecting random
Why
weapons?
are you?
Why are you
Sword,
keeping all
don't,
this stuff?
Don't take that, please.
I
What-
can-
You have enough weapons. What are you doing? You
It's
have
a
more than
souvenir.
enough
A giant great axe.
How?
Souvenir.
I have a
Are you-
question. Does
One.
does Warwick just have like a bunch of swords strapped to his back?
No.
So-
He has two.
Yeah.
One on his hip, one on his back. Halberd on his back, which is very demonic and very evil looking, and he's got his normal halberd, which is like the silvering over the edges.
Yeah, you're running out of space to carry these things.
You are. You are.
This
Don't
is
make
why
me use variant encumbrance.
it's okay.
That
I
was a
got
threat, by the way. That was definitely a threat. Yeah.
Peeking through this window, do any of the bone minotaurs inside seem to
They-
have noticed?
They seem to have heard the commotion, but are just kind of looking at the doors and like waiting, and then one kind of turns and sees you peeking through the window.
Is there somewhere where we can like
turned into a plant.
sneak
It's a
attack?
perfect stealth.
Quickly.
Can I quickly run to the door here and ready an attack action? So whatever comes through that door, I hit.
Yep. As soon as you approach the door,
Oh, great.
you hear the sound. You hear the sound of kind of moaning, and from each of the 8 pillars holding aloft this roof section, 8 spectral figures emerge out of the statues. One of them right next to you, and they're kind of just ghostly figures bear down upon you. And
Look, come back.
That
that's
might
where
have
we're gonna
turned
end
into
this.
a plant, but I
That's where
didn't
we're
fall
gonna
for
end this
that.
week.
Oh, we're ending here? No way. Oh.
Aww.
Because I want Chase to be here for this part. Ideally.
Yeah.
Chase, if you can make it for next week, that'd be. I hope you feel better, because this is, after all, your graveyard. So I would like you to be here for Mort's for this. So
Yes.
we're ending it a little early, so Chase could be here for what is essentially her miniature section of backstory, for what it's worth.
Nice.
Fair enough.
And it's nice to have a full complement of everybody here.
I thought I was just going to run up and go, okay, when they come through, I'm going to bang them, and then... hell.
Reservoir could use an ally.
And someone needs to stop.
So, hey, Warwick, when we die, are you gonna loot our corpses?
Yep. If you got useful
Very
stuff.
straightforward.
I mean, probably gonna die first. I mean,
Can you do
Yeah,
me a
lucky.
favor and leave me with my sword?
That's the things I'm looting.
it's one of the things.
It's the only thing I'm looting is weapons. Oh
Those
no,
fists
looted
Oh, by the way,
this.
you
seemed
also have-
useful.
You also have a nice greatsword which you looted from the.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
don't
but
forget
lost
that.
Which
Also
the great
great
sword I looted
that
from.
great sword you tried to give to me, and I was like, no.
You looted
I've
the
got that down as a
greatsword
sword, not a great
the
sword. I'll
crypt.
change that.
Oh, it's a great sword.
Yep, no problem.
Also, Warwick needs to know that those weapons are not going near the bag of holding. I have it. It's not going near that. I do not find that important enough to put in the bag of holding.
Bag of hoarding.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not a
He needs,
hoarding.
he needs
The-
his own bag just for weapons.
The
Oh, yeah.
strange thing is you always seem like Burlock as the person with the highest strength in carrying. Warwick's actually got more strength than Burlock.
Oh yeah, he does. I mean,
Burlock's
it
got
makes
the
sense,
con.
though. Yeah,
Burlock's
is
got-
super con.
Shit ton of calm. Burlock's a beefy lad.
Yeah.
I'm the dodgy boy.
Are you though? Are you?
That was. I mean, I was thinking jumping off the roof. Let's see how this goes. It turned out really well.
well somehow.
I was expecting you to miss the first.
Well, I have my inspiration. I was
You do.
sitting there thinking, like, if I miss, I'm gonna have to inspiration this.
Yeah.
Like,
I was tempted of maybe going, okay, I've got a D4, which may help, but nah, you've got this.
I didn't need it.
You got this.
I was totally expecting myself to not be able to do that.
I'm pretty sure you dealt at least 60 damage. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see.
If it's double, there was 4 11s,
Yeah.
4 max
11,
damages, so double
11s,
those. That's
8.
80. So it's 40 there. Yeah.
88.
Yeah, so it was 4 11s and an 8.
Oof.
So that is 52, 104 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Ouch. And then add
Now
the acid
that's a lot of
explosion,
damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
the,
plus
the acid fireball.
Oh yeah.
The acid fireball would have been 69 points of damage.
Nice.
So it was 23 times 3.
That's a lot.
And then the 13 from the extra. So
Yeah.
How much
And I
plant
didn't do a
damage?
single thing.
no plant damage except for you kicking me over, which, because I have vulnerability, made me lose 2 hit points.
Oh well, that's fair. I didn't know it was no damage, but now we have a new nickname. It's fine. It's all good.
What pot
Oh,
plant?
just try it.
Coal?
seaweed.
No, don't worry. It's not those. It's much better.
Oh.
Oh,
Tune in
that's
next week to find out.
Oh, this rivalry is great.
I imagine Lulu and me just looking at this predator plant and just like, huh.
See, here's the thing. Reservoir thought about saying some things and was like, no, that would be too rude. If you push her.
As soon as you're like, I want to play a water gymnasty, I was like, oh.
I didn't know she was the plant, guys. I swear.
Every damn day.
Let me just. Yeah, I didn't know. 16. It's not good enough. It's fine.
There's a fine. I'm gonna.
Why Arcana?
I don't know.
No
I've
one
never
else
run
saw
into
at
wild
least.
I've
Just
never
the one
run
person you
into
don't
wild
want.
magic sorcerers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I've never run to wild magic sorcerers. I don't know that people turn to plants sometimes. Interesting.
I really like wild magic.
Oh, I love wild magic.
It is such a
It's-
fun concept. for
That
sure.
is the single most embarrassing wild magic one can possibly roll.
I don't know.
Oh,
I've been in. Sorry,
It's
I've
not
had a
the
friend's
worst, but it's the
I've-
most embarrassing.
a friend's campaign many years ago. They were in Undermountain, which old school Undermountain is just tunnels upon tunnels, and they ended up separated, and they were fighting multiple combats at once. And then the wild mage came running past, and actually teleported himself past the guy's battle. And as he was running past, he was saying, "Run." He'd stuffed up his battle, and did a void which was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And in Undermountain, there's a
Wait.
lot of dead ends.
I had a campaign that I was running where we had a wild mage, and she and the rogue were like, they were by themselves, surrounded by enemies, and she accidentally turned into a potted plant. So it was the rogue by themselves.
The last time I played a wild magic sorcerer, like a smart person, I kept using Tides of Chaos. I cast Levitate on myself, I cast Light on myself, and then I turned into a potted plant.
Have you
Oh.
ever?
And I hit one of my companions because of a particularly bad attack.
Have
roll.
you ever gotten the one where you go to like the astral plane?
Not yet. I'm hoping to, because that's less embarrassing than
One of-
being a potted
One
plant.
of the good ones, the player, like, she was away, so I was controlling her character, and she got wild magic, and she got like resistance to everything. It's the only reason she survived against a dragon breath attack.
Ooh.
That's a lot of.
Wait.
It's really
Survive.
nice.
We
I mean,
had-
First-
so last session I got the ability to see all invisible creatures, which is not a bad one.
This didn't come
Sometimes
into
it's
play.
okay.
We had a separate
No,
system.
but it made her feel more confident that no one was watching them send into
Well-
the secret tunnel.
I'm very pleased I managed to set up the macro so that when she clicks the roll, only we can see it.
Yeah, I know. I clicked it earlier. I was like, wait, what is
Um,
it? Is this the rule that? Yeah, interesting.
The back in the day when we were doing it, we had the ability to roll anything. We were rolling a d20 for any spell, so you could critical a spell, or you could fumble a spell, but there was no real attack roll in between. And we had a really different table where one of the options was the spell becomes a thing. So we had a detect evil elemental walking around a temple, just pointing at things. Pointing at people. There was a lot of evil people in a temple which was supposed to be of good. Not a good thing.
Oh wow, that works out so well though.
Well, a fireball elemental is also not a good thing. Because when it goes
There's
to somewhere,
actually-
it explodes.
There's actually a really cool stat block for that in the Everon book, which is a living spell. And it gives the Burning Hands, Lightning Bolt, and Cloud Kill examples, but it tells you how to make it for any spell.
Pretty much that.
So you
That-
could do that, and it's cool.
It was pretty much that on a fumble. That was one of the
I mean-
quite a few options though.
Yeah, the last thing Reservoir wants is a living fireball.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's already got that one.
Maybe.
Yeah, we already have to worry about that.
So I think we'll wrap up because we are just talking here. So thank you everyone for coming in. Elturel, congratulations on the sub. You've been a part of the channel for only a week now, but welcome in. Thank you for being a supporter. We do have all our stuff on YouTube as well, Goblin Cave RPG. You can watch all our old stuff or our previous episodes. The old stuff, I'm sorry, the overlays, I'm just sorry for the really original stuff. But there's still some stuff in there which is fun. I just cringe at the overlays personally. Thank you for the redemption as well. We'll use that next week. Yeah, we will be probably doing some stuff tomorrow and probably back into The Witcher or going to do more GM stuff because we've got a new show happening, being created from scratch. Secret stuff that you'll need to tune in to know which show it is. Yeah. Or we could just be playing The Witcher because The Witcher's awesome. And I've never really played The Witcher games. It's been, yeah. So anyway.
The Witcher is currently free on GOG.
Wow.
The original Witcher.
Wow. I've got it, but wow. That's awesome.
Cool.
So go get The Witcher on GOG. GOG is an amazing platform. It's actually owned by
CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red, which is probably why it's free. And a link to role-playing is CD Projekt Red own Artel Sarin, which makes The Witcher and which makes Cyberpunk Red role-playing games. So they also do, yeah, there's the link there. So it's a stretch.
Please sponsor us.
We plugged you.
Oh, sponsors. Yeah, I'd love to get like all my Let's Plays paid, like all free games and things like that. Yeah. Anyway, Will.
Yeah, of course. Hey everybody, I'm Will. I played Ash the Fire Genasi Artificer. Today was a lot of fun. We made our way through. Turns out that Ash has backstory, which is very strange. Anyways, yeah, it was a lot of fun today. You could find me streaming Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And usually I stream Battlegrounds, but Wednesdays we usually do variety, and Fridays we drink some alcohol. Today we played Stanley Parable, which was a lot of fun today. It was really great. And yeah, I hope everyone has a beautiful week and a beautiful day. And yeah, baton pass. Next.
Dale.
Hi guys, I'm Del. This is pretty much the only place you can find me, but I play Reservoir, your water genasi sorcerer, who's questioning how grateful she is for the help about right now, but is still mostly leaning towards the grateful side.
MLP?
I am Mr. Producer. I've been playing Burlock Ungar, your Dwarven Barbarian. And you can usually catch me on twitch.tv/Mr. Producer when I'm usually doing lots of VR content. Lately, I've been actually playing Pistol Whip, Beat Saber, Synth Riders, and I've just started streaming myself doing Doom VFR. That's right, Doom 2016 in virtual reality.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Nice.
It's evil.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know how those big giant calico demons are, the big giant floating eyeballs?
Yeah.
Seeing those in real life in VR, just because. Yeah, no.
No.
Nope.
Run away.
Makes you really feel like Doomslayer.
Oh, hello, pretty lady. Oh, you got something in your eye there. Hello.
That's on par with like a Call of Cthulhu VR. No. No.
Actually, with the right programs, you can actually do the PC version of Call of Cthulhu in VR.
No. Don't do it.
No, yes, no. Your answer is no. But it is fun.
I saw someone, some ROM hacker, make a Call of Cthulhu version of Super Mario World.
I want to
And
play
it
that now.
actually looks so cool.
There's Call of Cthulhu My Little Pony.
That sounds interesting.
Em?
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emmy. I play Ava, human monk, and you can catch me over on twitch.tv/Gathering of Nerds, where normally we play D&D one-shots, but at the moment, with all the COVID stuff, we've just been doing a variety stream where we either play tabletop or Minecraft. We've been switching it up a bit. And we also run Vampire the Masquerade, which is also very interesting. I hear that that one's getting a bit intense. So you can catch us over there on the Vampires on Tuesday nights, and our variety streams on Wednesday nights. That's Australian time. So catch us then. And yeah, this has been fun. This has actually been a really good session. I think today was a good day.
I'm
Today was
glad
a
to
weird
hear
day.
that.
All days are good days.
Yeah.
All days are good days. You're a great DM, Marco.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't kill us.
I
Don't
like
kill
it.
us.
We're going to die.
Don't turn us into potted plants.
That was a self-inflicted curse, I believe.
At least it wasn't fireball.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
I think Fireball would have been
you would
funnier.
actually be acid ball. For them.
I think because
I think
life wants to torture me, probably fire.
because I think the thing is with that in particular, it is literally just the magic building and exploding. It's not you're literally just going like that. It's literally you just erupt magic and fire. So I would say it is fire.
Okay.
And the world hates water genasi, so of course it's fire. And we're in hell, so of course it's fire. And the fire genasi's watching, so of course it's fire.
It's also a mental torture place. We discussed this already. It's already
Yeah.
mental torture.
Yes. Mental torture. Thank you, Marco.
Everything worked out somehow. Oh, it did.
You give me knives, I use knives. What do you expect?
Spoons.
Yeah, spoons.
And that's why my
Slowly
backstory's empty. Good.
I wanted some ice cream.
scraped.
Oh, I've got plans for you, Mr. Warwick.
I know.
You fret.
Eh,
Everyone's got plans.
I'm good.
All good
Sky?
dreams.
Last of the
All
intros?
mental trauma.
Or outros?
Hi, everyone. I've been SkyBlueShinx, and I've been your GM for today. Catch me on Twitter and SoundCloud at SkyBlueShinx. I am working on a lot of stuff in the background. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of rebranding at some point, because we'll see. Again, I don't have the money to pay you.
I like rebranding. It's fun.
I'm sure, and
Yes.
I'd definitely appreciate your feedback. but I can't pay you to do it for me because I am a penniless ragamuffin.
And?
So
Yeah.
You pay me in exposure bucks.
Oh wow, no, don't, no.
Don't
No.
start that.
I
Oh.
would never sink that low.
There's a reason why the
Um,
channel points in my channel is called exposure.
Right. But yes, so I have things in the works. I've not had a lot of stuff out recently, but because I am currently building up a back catalogue of stuff to release on a schedule and do stuff like that. So watch the space. It might be a little while yet, but it's exciting stuff.
So SkyBlueShinx on SoundCloud.
Sky
Go
Blue
and check out.
Shinx is in the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which is
For that exposure bucks, the intro that we have here is from Mr. Live Producer. He put that up, and the artwork is from Cemary Arts. Details in the credits roll, and also details of everyone's channels, like Will's and Emmy's, are also in the credits roll. We're going to be raiding. I can never pronounce her name, but she's a Brisbane artist, an Australian artist. She does also D&D stuff as well. I'll try it. Hitokiri Chibi. And I probably butchered that, but we're going to be raiding her. So after stick around for that. Thanks for everyone for coming. It's been amazing. This is really weird, but it's fun.
what?
This campaign is weird, but it's fun.
Oh,
It's a lot of fun.
It's a weird balance of darkness and
It is, yes. It's
Fuck,
darkness
yeah, no,
and happy fighting kind of things. And
It's
yeah, it's
dark.
almost as if it's saints and sinners.
oh my god, there's a theme.
It's almost as if
The opposite of evil is sarcasm. It's great.
just you ain't seen nothing yet.
So let's get.
I think that's the
bye.
title. Opposite of evil is sarcasm is the episode title.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.